Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
I'd like to give our praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Mekapadash. The Lord the apostles, and the great nation on you well. Peace and blessings, Yakim, they will push us through the 4 corners of the earth, right? Come out here again to do what? To prophesy. You know, to warn our people about the coming destruction that is to come. And to tell them to change the ways. Right? The scriptures say what? They say we are made watchmen. I'll tell you, I will say Israel. I'm going to bring that piece up first so it comes to mind. Right? So that's what we come out here to do. Already and truly, this is the love. This is the love that a lot of people in this society don't notice. You know, when you seeking the interest of your own. Whereas they go say love is love. Love is accepting people for how they are.
God.
You understand? But the love we just show our people is to come out here and warn them about what will happen to them if it is that they don't change their ways. Right? It said Ezekiel 3. I'll start from verse 17. It says, Son of man, I obeyed thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. It said, therefore, hear the words of my mouth and give them warning from me. And I remember even in John, God was saying that. He said, if you love me, do what? Feed my sheep. Right? And now we do now till we feed the sheep. We're teaching them as the scripture is saying, I think that is Isaiah
58 and 1.
They say, you have it?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 51, chapter 58 and verse 1. He said, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
So that's what we come out here to do. To teach them what they're supposed to do, what they're not supposed to be doing, and also to warn them about the scripture said the imminent danger. Go through.
Romans 13 from 8, it says, owe no man anything but to love one another, for he that loveth another had fulfilled the law. For this thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet, and if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right? And if I can say, all those different examples that they just give, and there are many others, to show how you're supposed to love your neighbor. The scriptures teach us how to do these things.
It was trying to say, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
And what was the Lord's law to the apostles? He said, go out, feed the sheep.
Yeah, not only that too, is love, you show somebody love when, as they say, you want to warn them from something. If something bad come and you like somebody can warn you.
Yeah, seek your brother's interests.
If the power company down here really start statement they're locking off for 1 year between whatever hour, you know your neighbor say, boy, you don't have a car tomorrow, right? Or you don't have a tomorrow, right? So you go organize and put it
so he could prepare himself.
Exactly,
Yeah.
so it's the same way with what we're doing. Warning, you know what I mean? Warning the sheep. But hey, they are not this and it's not that good day as we grew up here. You understand?
But they in darkness. So they see that form of love as hate.
God.
You understand? That's a foolish man this thing. They just see reproof and warning as hate. You shouldn't tell. They say what speak not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things.
Nobody like correction.
Can say verse 18.
Remember, correction as well.
Grievous and tough.
You understand? That is basically that is what Jake is. Jake foolish. What you think that when you really talk to a Jake and hear the mindset, it's just really a foolish talk he's speaking to. You know, you don't mention that how foolish these people are. Right? What you think is that Jake dwell and what you think is that they love, what you think is that what you think is that they occupy themselves into or the end. You know, when they watch these fools, like when the other nations is watching, it's like
yeah, that way the Christians say, my people are selfish children, and selfish means stupid.
Stupid, yeah. You understand? Other nation watching, like this is what they, you know, like cooking and all this stuff. So this is what this.
That's what this great nation used to now.
Yeah, this is what they want to create people. They sold.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they like.
Yeah,
so it's that's the kind of people that deal with how foolish are. So one time you don't know these people not going off correction. But that is what the Lord say. That correction not going to be by words no more.
God.
They will not feel. It's going to be by fire.
And if I say that's the reason why this place had to be destroyed. Because really and truly, this is the teaching of the system had them like that. Even though yes, majority of people are foolish and they choose that path, but it's the system that have them that way. Because you will see, brothers, as Ella just talk about, you have a lot of agents out here. When you look at Hollywood, majority of the people that have set up in these places, they are set up to paint a narrative for people to follow. When they be the rappers, when they be the basketballers, whoever, set up a narrative. So you will see these women who will be dancing, twerking in a music video, half naked, they're getting plenty money. They set up to be examples so that younger girls who don't want to work very hard, they could follow that same narrative too. You understand? Or you might see a woman get married to a rapper and divorce him and make money. Them set up to condition you to have that mentality towards your husband. So look, go ahead.
But that is to show you how easy-minded Jake is. That simplicity is what catching them. You know? That is to show you the mindset of our people. That's simple. Because you remember Esau do a diligent search. Them kind of stuff wouldn't entice Esau because that is not in them. But for Jake, that kind of entertainment, that kind of lifestyle, that kind of thing, to them that is it. You know, dancing, this acting provocative, you know, and that is what everything. And you see that go back to like what they love the world more than the Lord. They love to sin more than being righteousness. That go back to it. They say they call good they call good evil and evil good. That go back to that. You know, that is just what it is with Jake. So the good things, they will hate it. They will hate it. That in them, they hate it. So you come in and tell Jake, hey, you know, nuke's going to jump. This is that. They hate that. You telling me about, you know, you don't hear that. Tell them, come that same, come next week. Come on the weekend. Don't come to preach. Come with a Marshall ticket for Carnival next week.
Yeah, set up a giveaway.
Yeah, so our free giveaway. Yeah, that, you know they love the free giveaways. That's what Easter catch them with like giving any proof even name, the testicle with them. Yeah. like last night I was reading an article. A court, a lawyer, he put out an order that the C19 alright, so if you was keeping up with it, the power ban on information about the C19, right? So for 75 years, no court could bring it up. After 75 years, then they could come out and say what really took place with the jab and all that is, right?
When it don't matter.
When it don't matter no more. A judge said, nah, no, we ain't gonna do that. Release 75 pages from the information.
I know one tell you that because I know one say by I'm talking about article that say they go and bring out information or something so that saying the juice was for population.
Yeah, and what went on with the jab and why it was so why it caused it so.
Why it was
remember
that
part,
to become mandatory at that point
in time. What causes and that was the main thing but for Jake, that Jake's read that.
Boy, we don't back to normal.
Back to normal. You understand?
Boring news.
Yeah,
that yesterday.
Thing we talking about, you telling them about that. That's literally a court case. That they can't hide it, and you go repeat that, and they'll call it what? A conspiracy theorist. Because why? They was some of the first of the people to run to take that. You know?
Even worse. These are the men did that to them. And then if they come on to something else to them, they will go along with that.
How the kids Jake to take that? That's to show how simple-minded all people is. How it is. They didn't even use any I either mind with a burger on it and telling them, he have a burger and he said, you like how this burger tastes? You too can eat this burger. You just had to take, and that's what they catch up. That's what they catch up.
But when they realize they're not catching enough fast enough, they just take all your pleasures,
yeah.
And say, alright, take them like this.
Yeah. That one of the kids are not going to free trips. What's the next one? If they want a party,
the girls like 200 or 2,000. It's 200? 200 in your account.
Yeah.
And when they realize what all these incentives not really working, you say, oh, wait on, lock down the place. Nobody can lie, nobody can party, nobody can do as all they please. Until they meet them, as they say, what is called herd immunization or something, whatever they call it.
The first tactic Esau has always used is fear.
God.
False information to bring a. Once Jake hear that, Jake does get a program. And for the ones that didn't take heed to it, food or the job.
Yeah.
You can't eat.
I don't even, and you know the thing about it, I think, I don't even, Jake don't even feel it. You know, but Jake, the fear is in the entertainment, the fear is in the joy.
Yeah, the pleasure.
You understand the pleasure?
See them
That's what-
pleasures, they'll die for them.
Yeah, that's like, hey, this guy what the scripture says, this is not the rest. So, you know? You know to say like, hey, we are doing everything here, but this is just not the place that we will find our comfort in. So rest is where you just find comfort. The reason why you have a house is because you go there rest. There is a place you find comfort. You're not going to find comfort in this place.
No,
you know?
you're not supposed to. That's
supposed to.
That's why you always try to say, seek me all ye that are burdened and seek rest. Or just paraphrase it. Yeah, he's like, he said, seek him. If you're burdened and you need rest, seek him. He's the comfort, his way is comfort.
Yeah,
supposed to be the rest.
You can.
Yeah, he wasn't the rest, he wasn't going to.
Yeah, you wouldn't go to nobody else. There's like, you know, like she want the AI. You see what I said the upload last night? With the Catholic Church, they bring out AI Jesus now, right? And you know, the image of the Jesus is looking like Keanu Reeves and John Wick. Yeah, so you know he go look. I said to him, brothers, I say they pray to John Wick, you know. But the reason why I'm saying that is because, as the brother said, is that who you're supposed to go to is the Lord.
God.
You're supposed to go to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? But now they brought for the AI. Who would Jake go to? They'll go to the AI. You know, we could talk to somebody. You know, that's what Jake is.
And not only that too, the AI go have unlimited information now, right? So when you go with that question,
there's only information, as you there's only information that human nature can feed it.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we just say, all praises. One thing they're missing out there is what? They miss out the Lord completely, but the thing that they don't have is the Holy Spirit. And that's one of the most important things that they have to have. You understand? Once you don't have that spirit, you don't have nothing. You understand?
All of them is feedback.
Yeah.
Any little warning you get, or any little kind of insight, with the spirit.
Yeah, the Holy Spirit, man.
yeah, night now, right? Stand up talking, me and some officers. And you know, I asked her when she jump up. If it's one thing with me, I really observant, I spiritual, and I just stop and I watch
it.
it.
As I once said, the spiritual, that us go back to
oh God, Jake lost in his
sauce.
sauce.
As they start a ball, is the first and the energies, and then there's end up to numbers, and then there's end up to manifestation.
And that's how they go on right now, universe.
A young girl just like that, she said, boy, I real spiritual, I just see thing. And last time this happened to me, and I didn't know. But I like, we all shit up with you.
But you see,
manifestation, I say, you're going on. You have 2 weeks, manifest $1 million. 2 weeks.
You see that? That go back to just what you were saying. How foolish it is. You understand? That is just to show you that proves the point that how foolish it is. And as the brother said, it's so easy to start that you can fall for anything. You know? Well, Jay.
All that go back to our strong illusions.
Strong illusions, can. Very strong illusions.
Verse 18 say, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way. It said to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Right? So, as vexed as the prophets might have been to deal with Israel in the past, they understood what was the consequence if they didn't do. But it is the end of this. You understand? You understand what the penalty was? Say verse 19, it say, yet if thou warn
Let me just something about that here, because they don't understand the importance of warning somebody. It's like you basically you want to see them do them better. You want to see them. You basically you want to see your people be what saved. I go back to like what you're saying. Love, that is true love. You want to see your people get saved. You see them do better. You want to see them do this. But it also takes the blood off your hand. You understand? Because you want it's like this. If you know a gunman by a corner and your bedroom walking on the street and you ain't tell him, it go stick on your mind.
Yeah. They will say, I should have worn
my bedroom, you know, it go stick on your mind, it's on your mind.
You go out to tell somebody, eventually you go beat your conscience.
Go beat your conscience. So what the Lord do is just wipe all that from him.
Yeah.
You have a clean slate.
I go back. I tell you, man, that the gunman only going on, he's still on ground. I
go back to like you know, how does what the thing. I hope he heard us that because he wanted to do a video earlier in the week going into how the prophets could be in Jacob's trouble. They wouldn't care about the 2/3. They would just be in a state like, oh, you see, book of Eli, you just bring it up. How he was moving, whatever happened to the woman, and that didn't bother him. That's what the prophets could be. You understand? That's what the prophets could be. Because why? They already give it a warning of times to come. So their mindset in that time will be like, this is the judgment that happened. That is it. This is what was proclaimed to come unto you all. This was prophesied to come unto you all. So how they're going to be in that time is that they don't care, because our blood wash out the conscience clean. You know what I'm saying? That's just the conscience, but the spirit clean. You understand? Because they give you the warning, all they tell you about these things. So in that time, you're going to be like, all right, I'm not going to feel sorry.
As the scripture says, such as for the sword, the mindset.
No, you would feel, obviously, you talk about the fear, you talk about certain things that come into you when you see the structure and so forth. Yeah. But how a man going to be in that time is that he want to make sure he gets saved. He was already giving you the information, telling you what it is to do. You understand? That's why the scripture say, wake up out of your slumber. Also mentioned to repent, because the time is at what? At hand. You know? It's such an important thing to repent, and that is what the brothers, when you come and say that they do, is to bring people back to what? To repent, bring them back to the Lord. You don't act on that, then you receive the judgment, and at that time they're not going to care about what is going to take place there. Until at that point in time, the prophet's going to be where you would say become an outcast. So they wouldn't even be around me, matter of fact. You know? You found and the word, all these other things that would be in the play. So that blood is going to be upon you.
They won't find the prophets. Right?
But as your brother said, he mentioned that the prophet, like when you read some of the situation, the prophets, they didn't want to deal with Jake, because Jake was what? Stiff-necked. They had Jeremiah say, Elijah, all these men and them were mentioning it. How doesn't talk to Jake alone, it was irksome. But even Moses complained. You understand? But what would they do when the time of Moses, Moses went up, the Lord showing his work. And they was like, you run by, let me make a God. That's how fast it was for them to turn to other God. You know? So even unto this day, the worst today, the worst than the scripture talk about, they've done worse than the fathers. So these Jakes that come back to the worse than the previous life that where they was living. So that blood won't be upon them. But you still have to do the work of the Lord. You still have to what? You have to give them warning. 2 Ezra 15 talk about the Lord, talk about giving them warning. That is your work. Scriptures talk about they talk about the harvest. The harvest. Scriptures mention say few. You understand? That is how important. It's a few. That is how important it is to be a laborer. Because you just can't be here and alone. You have to be a doer as well. Such an important faith of work is what dead. Something I was reading here, and I think in the book of Ecclesiastes, because I didn't write it down, but I hope I find it back. Something like that. That was going into how important the works, going into the works, how important it is. Man, let's forget that. There's a reason why a prophet not supposed to be hid. He was supposed to be shown. He was supposed to be hiding, because the scriptures mention we talk about knowledge being hid.
No, about Shell.
You understand? This one. I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna this one. Let me see if I remember Ecclesiastes, because that was mentioned.
Now the one where it say better water shall be mixed with the sick and
Nah.
But all right. That's what it say wisdom and wit shall
Now
be.
look at it. Have it. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 20, verse 30. It says wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up, what profit is in them both. Because again, the reason why our wisdom is to go out and what to proclaim it. It's a share.
And money is to spend.
And money
Somebody
is to
said
spend.
one of them long time either my so-called genius say that knowledge, the purpose of knowledge is to pass it on.
To pass it on. A man that holding wisdom is. Where's your purpose?
When you're there, that gone.
Yeah.
So then why you got our last wisdom?
Yeah, it's a reason why. So we're going to be all our wisdom, you're not going to share it to your children and so forth and so on.
That's why the Most High gave Moses right to the one tablets and
Yeah,
stone.
so you have it for forever.
And that was what our wisdom to decide that the nations. But we lost our ways, As the brother said, it's what you like. There's them, man. There's the people, man. Nah, this is the people.
Yeah, but they can say that, but one thing they can't deny is that the wisdom that we put out.
Can't.
Because now you can watch the videos, you can see my videos. The reason why they come against it because they know that it's a truth speaking, right? The reason why the Catholic Church doing all this stuff, Christianity, the reason they come against it is because they know it's truth speaking. We didn't hide it. It was outside. So now that they come outside, it was like, nah, this is something that we better put back. But they hide it back. We don't know. We had come out there
business,
you know? Yeah.
Big business, so they trying to cash.
What vocabulary say? The Hebrew Israelite thing is like one of the fastest growing religion. It's not religion. You understand? It's who we are as a people. You didn't see that. You didn't see religion there. When Hebrew Israelites were mentioned, they didn't say a religion.
That's like Hinduism. But it's not Hinduism because I think them say it's white man get them.
Yeah, the white man get them done in.
But you understand what I mean? Like it can't be a Hindu without being in there.
Yeah.
It's different.
That is why like
the cult, yeah.
That's the cult. That's who they are. You understand? Come like Moab. Come like when somebody hear Moab is a Christian, that's what you like.
Oh, man.
Oh.
You know, dragon and a fuck.
Yeah, because that is their culture, you know? So it says, wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up. What profit is in them both? Better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth wisdom. So, but you see, but the thing with Jake is this. They don't hide their folly. They promote it, they put it out.
It's more accepted.
Yeah, more accepted to them. So that's like what I'm going into. Like, guys, hey, that is what you tell another man, the real love is, we sing, we bringing out.
Yeah, it might sound harsh, it might sound like, it's something you don't want to do. You sound a little complicated, right? You go sound rougher. But when as they say, like when you reduce something, for example, when you reduce a sauce, you refine the flavors of it. You understand? So when you reduce the knowledge now, and you refine it, and you get that concentrated flavor, you know what I mean? It will be sweet in your mouth for honey, but better in the stomach, because the reality of it is, here was not made for us. This system that's set up now is not to see us flourish or to see us grow.
There you go. My scripture say what? Say not you have been tempted of the Lord, but you have been tempted by your own desires. It's really your own desires that is caused you to reject the word. You understand?
You want to celebrate Christmas and this and the poor. That is what they set their apart from it. Yeah, let's bring back up. They said, better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth wisdom. They say, necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide. You understand? And that is what's going on with Jacob. One of the things that they don't want a guide. You just want to. What they tell is that they don't know my heart, so they could go their own way.
Tell them what to do.
Yeah.
No, unless it's what they want to do.
Become like you be a bastard. You know? Go ahead, Jake.
See, Ezekiel 3 verse 19 it say, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness. Yeah, that's something on it.
No.
Yeah, Jeremiah 28. It say, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked ways, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. And this is what go back to being what a watchman. You can pay for this. You understand? Might be a little broke now. A little busted, but
now we're working for
the
we're setting
I think
treasures up when Matan does get corrupt.
what we're working for is not here. It's true we will get some benefits of it here, like the Lord will guide us.
Yeah, exemption, some certain things.
But what we're really working for comes after. You understand? We get paid for this. So that payment, if you do it, it's just like all the blessed the Christians work. Payment, you get blessed if you do it, and you get cursed if you don't.
Let me just say this now. When you warn about that, that's also a fulfillment of the second law, as we were stating earlier. That is the fulfillment of the second law.
Even that go back to the unity. So I bring on this say it's better to hide folly than to hide wisdom. Because why now with the wisdom you give them warning. You understand? So that blood will be upon them. What?
Jeremiah 28, we were from 7.
Chapter 1, sorry.
Yeah, start here.
Alright, I will start from 7. Jeremiah 28 and verse 7. He said, Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thy ears, and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, so this is what they used to do before, and this is what we do now. Prophesying against these nations, primarily who we saw. You understand? Because when you look at say what they said that enemies make a tumult. When you look at the first man in this, you understand? It's Esau. It's the tabernacle of Edom, right? And their power structure that exists today. You understand? Mystery Babylon, all these different things that they have set up, that the Lord allowed them to set up. Why? Because say He will throw down. You understand? They will rebuild, but He will throw down. And we waiting for that time for the Lord to throw this place down. And we know how He's going to throw this place down is by what? It's by nuclear fire. Which they believe that they will come out on top in the end. That's why they had the preparations made.
The seed bolts and all that stuff, you know?
They had the Fort Knox.
Yeah, the Fort Knox.
Realize everything they built, it built to withstand nuclear destruction. Everything they built.
A reset, you know? And when you're doing a reset, obviously you have to build back after.
Correct.
So that is what they have in their minds, that after that they would come back now.
I mean, actually, they know what they do. You know? They come like they like the puppet. The Mosai is the ultimate puppet master, and they under playing puppet master to all these different missions to make them fight and clean up squad because really and truly, right?
That's why that the picture with the lower hand. There's a picture with the lower hand, so with strings,
yeah.
and then it passed down to the elites, and then the elites pass down to them, and it go down that way.
You understand? But ultimately, is the Lord doing these things? Why? Because this place had to be cleaned up. Right? So, in their mind, them thinking, we go and clean up the place for us, not knowing that really and truly that is their own judgment. So, we just talk about digging a hole. And they fall in it.
The own destruction is what the PPA.
Yeah, they're digging a hole for the neighbor and fall in it.
While gathering all the good stuff for the, you know,
You understand?
They
For
got
the
all
elect.
stuff for the elect.
That's the pawn men doors and shit.
Yeah.
No, that'll be building like the pretty young men doors and do all the nice stuff, you know. City, you know, that'll look nice, you know. You need gold to build certain things. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, verse 9, he said, the prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord had truly sent him.
And right now, we're not into prophesying of peace except to the elect. Everything outside of the elect and have a problem. You understand? Once you're not of the elect, it's either sword, famine, captivity. You understand? One of them. You understand? Only the elect going and receive mercy in this time.
Pestilence.
Something. You understand?
And it's only the elect we had a study book. Everybody else the judgment won't set. It's like I remember watching a documentary years ago. This is years ago. Had a big sign, right? A big sign giving warning: do not enter water. Crocodile, right? So picture the warning that we given is like to these people. But in the documentary, true story. People will watch the sign and still go. And they will get, some of them get bite, some of them get eaten, some of them die, right?
Desire, the pleasure.
Right? So the soul will go.
Yeah.
So picture it is like this. You send out the sign, the Lord send out the sign, which is
Men on the street. Yeah,
men on the
prophet.
streets. The warning here, rather you hear or forbid, because I mentioned that, rather you hear or forbid, you still see it, you hear it, right? You continue to go past the sign, and continue to do things, you have judgment to receive for that.
Yeah, well, if you're right, I just said, wash it off your hands, you know, you can't blame nobody. Say, you about that sign, they say, without talking about without that sign, don't blame the lifeguard or the government. It's your own stupidity.
When it's on your own.
Exactly, it's your own stupidity. Alright, the Revelation 18 from 1. It says, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is fallen and has become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
So this is showing that this is not something that we just say out of our mouths. This is not something that probably going to happen, but you know, like I want to say that to show you in Legion. Yeah, I think so.
Which one? The one with the angel come down?
Yeah, I say God change
It's
your mind.
Legion.
Yeah, God change your mind.
Gabriel come down.
Yeah, and rebel and shit, and they say, oh, wow.
Yeah, and Gabriel come down and was fighting on the side of the
Yeah,
house,
it's
so
like you
some
want,
shit, so-
because you wanted to save the child.
Yeah.
Like Legion.
Wait to see them tell.
He tell
Michael.
Michael that when Michael said he come to fulfill what did the Lord tell him to do, and he was like, he said the Lord gave you will, so you can make a decision.
No, it's not that one. That part we tell him. They say you did what he wanted, I did what he did.
Yeah, but that was the fight. That was the
something
fight.
so. No, after the fight finished,
Yeah.
and after he get reinstated to the position, and he just talk some shit like that, like you did what he wanted, but I did what he needed, or something along that
Yeah,
line.
something along those lines,
Like
yeah.
he did his own desire,
Yeah.
and that was the better outcome. That shit don't.
Yeah, he that's it, basically going to like free will now.
Yeah.
So he telling Michael like, yeah, you do the thing and the Lord. You do what he wanted you to do. What I do what.
I do what I know what's right. You can be more righteous than me.
Yeah, and that is what you want to now.
All of these things, like you say, like conditioning, I making you think that, you know, like all them Moana stories, you rebel against your parents, and you go off, and things just work out, and your parents was wrong. All these things is be conditioning to make you believe that you going along the wrong path will have a good outcome.
And then Christianity spirit, I don't have to say to me that it makes me wrong. That is Christianity, they indoctrinating on there.
And you
That
think
is
about that,
Christianity.
you know, mention men who rebel against their parents, I think. And they sell that dream that when you rebel, you come out of thing. But they don't realize when they go into the background. So it's like Elon Musk. Elon Musk has proclaimed that he grew up poor.
He wasn't poor.
He wasn't poor. He come from his father was an emerald mine. His father benefit from the habitat that happened in Africa, right? Benefit from that. There was millionaires, multi-millionaires. He grew up in that. He come America. No, he was never poor. But that is the dream that like a cell that
You
rebel against the parents and
you
things.
have no millionaire, billionaire right now
Yeah.
that start off with nothing.
Um,
All of them are either the cousin or the uncle or
Nah,
the
the
stepfather.
usually it's be the father.
But like I say now, man, we come from money.
Or then do
somewhere.
something, or then do something sticky together.
I mean, all of them do something.
All of them do something sticky, but
yeah, you gotta go.
yeah,
But
they
they
go
come
through
from
something,
money.
no?
They come from money.
Bill Gates. People that believe Bill Gates. One of the best
What?
things that I said with Bill Gates is that he leaves
Start up in
school.
the garage.
Yeah, nah, that was thing. That was Amazon guy.
Jobs,
Yeah. No, that was Amazon guy.
Bezos.
Bezos.
When Microsoft started off in a garage, but
No, Microsoft started off in school. When we went to bring the idea and so forth and so forth.
And it was here the next man,
Yeah,
buy it over from
yeah.
the next man. Alright, yes,
Right,
can.
but the thing about it is that like I said, how he jump out of school and thing. No, that's not the story. His father was already a multi-millionaire.
So school already was not important.
Yeah, his school was already not important.
But
That's
that
stories for them poor dotish jakes.
Yeah,
They think
that
that
was-
they
Yeah,
could
get
get
a
a
book.
And-
condition
and-
their
School
mind.
out of school.
And
That is
feel that one day you could be like,
Yeah.
the thing about it is that the brother right. The people who just be sharing it the most is Jakes. You know? He saw the thing about it is this.
Yes, I found
The other Edomites know.
Yeah.
They know that is not the story, so they don't share. They don't share.
Here's a good example. I remember the other day I watching a video. And he had a thing as a millionaire, multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
He said he put all the assets aside and he started with I think $1 or $10 or something. And he wanted to try to make back that money in a short space of time. And he know all the shortcuts, he know things to buy, sell over.
Now, I know we're talking about the start back I know we're talking about it was a little
I see.
a video thing. Yeah.
And he said he couldn't do it.
He couldn't. He failed. He failed going into the challenge.
But even though he know
Yeah.
all the different things
Yeah.
that he could do, he
He
still
still
failed
didn't do it.
because
Yeah.
the system not designed for poor people to just become rich. That keep us that certain things you have to go
You know the
through.
president of our country said? What the president like the prime minister? The rich have to stay rich.
And the poor.
Poor have to stay poor.
It
He
designed to be
said on
that
public
way.
TV and yet still, every 4 years they still vote.
Like even people don't realize that even entertainers, right? When you watch some of them, they are family to
In the business,
in the
let's put them
business.
there.
Masons, Jay-Z, his great grandfather, fathers, the most high class Masons. Then you see some of them, like for example, like I saw somebody the other day, I say it's not coincidence, but how come they are star? Cousin was Snoop Dogg, cousin was this one, cousin was that one, uncle was this, they not just so. Yeah, Jake had talent, Jake will make talent nonetheless, because Jake is his son. But it just don't be coincidence.
Majority, yeah.
You understand? Certain things they get chosen to do because it's like, there's a reason why when they join the industry, they have perk packages. You join the industry, you get a white woman, you get money, and this. There's a reason why they just give it that. It's because they know that you already was brought up to accept what it is that they go bring. A Jake like you coming in here, that is at the part. A Jake like you coming in so random, had no ties, your family had no ties to the industry. When they come out to give you that, you be like, man, get out from away from me. You understand? You don't want that. So you out of order. Now with men that had the ties and the family thing, they already have the order inside. You know?
And even if you happen to brush in and you have plenty of talent. Like for example, like a good example of my like Bolt. Bolt is a man, like, if I'm not mistaken, he don't have no known BSRD, just fast.
Yeah.
But you feel to be able to, by the time you get the first Olympic medal, you can't start to be, not them endorsements incoming for free.
Yeah.
You understand?
And that is technically a different industry. Sports industry is always be a different industry.
Yeah.
You have a little more leeway with the sports.
But the
And
one
then-
that you're going too far, unless you conform.
Unless you come.
You conform to the, you understand? Because the scripture says what? The city earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
But then there are some kids on board.
Yeah, the idea that they with they had a situation where I think a man coming forward and
Yeah,
take like
another one I
savings or
took,
something.
No,
another
a woman
Another one,
was
I took
here,
one,
a
next
account
one.
or something
Took one
that
the
strike
first
all the
Yeah.
money.
That one I took come out before that. That was the last thing I ever be. I think he's still in court for that. I think he's winning court case for that. But I was talking about the one with I don't know, drama wise man. He had something pop up with that.
You know, which all of them does he face that?
All of them, the humiliation.
Yeah,
Sure,
because you can't, remember, you can't serve me so and not go through something.
Yeah.
You understand? You're not going and serve heathens and ritualistic practices. I say, there's in Maccabees, it's a great tribulation fell upon them. You're not going to escape that. Go come one way or the next. You could die the price of forsaking the Lord. You know, and hewing to yourself broken system. You understand? But true.
Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Because why? The wonder after the beast. You understand? When you look at all the different things that Americans do, all the other nations, they want to follow. Why? Because they want to be as great and powerful as America is. Well, America seems to be quite like
Seems
that.
to be.
Well, America
Yeah,
promoting people as well by stocking. You understand? Like this, we promote that product to the why. America, let's paint this picture like them is the Mecca of the globe now.
And tech, to some degree they are, because they had the biggest military in terms of a single nation. They have more group over everybody else. Whenever you look at how societies usually function, everybody just want to be like the person on top.
The popular person.
Yeah. When I watch them movies, the cool kid in school, everybody wants to be like that
A lot of
person.
people
Trying to
think-
mimic him.
A lot of people like who is to go away. When they say go away, they mean America. They're talking about go somewhere nice in the tropics and see clear out. No, they want to go to America. Where it's ice and hail.
And I was telling somebody that, you know, I gotta go somewhere in the
Building
Caribbean.
blowing up. Now you only want to go and say, yeah, we link it.
I gotta go somewhere in the Caribbean, and because I up to this time, 2024, you're still hearing people talking about America like it's in the 80s or yeah.
Some great.
Yeah, I went to America.
Just like how the scripture say, well, let us go up to Jerusalem to learn of their ways. That is the spirit they're in towards America right now. They want to learn of and take part of the ways of America because they see that as the pinnacle of how to be.
So, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and power hath remembered her iniquities.
Right? So they say what the sins have reached up to heaven. And that's to show you how bad. You don't know other nation they ever hear mention that it was so bad that the sins reach up to heaven beside Mystery Babylon. And to show you how bad this place is.
Right? That is the daughter of them. So,
Yeah. daughter supersede the mother.
Right, bro?
You understand?
They excel.
Right now they reaching the worst parts of it. They have everything from Babylon, from Assyria, Babylon. They have everything from Egypt. They have from
Rome, from Greece.
you name it. You name it. They have everything in one.
Whatever they
Understand?
have, they make up.
And new things too.
Yeah, whatever they didn't take from them, they make up.
It had no flying spaghetti monster
No.
back in the back
That
in
is
But we didn't
religion.
need more spaghetti.
Can't.
Yeah.
That is religion where they worshiping curvy women and
All these things. See, right now this is the worst place that ever existed. Even though they try to make it look like now some people believe that this is the best place that ever existed, but this is actually worse. So it had to go. It's so bad that the sins reach up there, but you understand the Lord like, here what's going on? How much more time now?
that smoking nose.
You understand?
And that's why you see
But then
I-
I'll go back to these jakes who like to mix the traditions and try to serve the Lord with it. You understand? These jakes who like to do they'll go to church and they sacrifice and swine flesh unto the Lord. You understand? You know the abominable things. But all these things have to be destroyed. Right.
and that's why the recompense is by fire because of the greatness of the sin. That
Yeah.
when you compare it now to long time, how much more they exceed.
Yeah, goodness. And the worst sin is the greater punishment. How much more you have on that one? Don't throw us.
I don't know, let's see. This way we should do.
What up?
I reach 6.
What's the six? What's up? If you're in 6, what's up? I'll be with the next
No,
one.
no, it's a reward her even as she rewarded you, a double unto her double according to her works in the cup which she had filled to her double.
Right? So in the cup that she had filled, meaning she did the things to deserve what it is
God.
that did not come up on her.
And she took up. She too drink.
Too
You
fast.
understand?
Drink and
And you
stuff.
say what? It poured out without mixture.
God, concentrated.
Concentrated, full, you know, like that wine was sitting down for like 100 years.
100%.
Yeah.
The box and parchment says about just mix with water. This one now. Don't mix this.
You know, this one fully, you know, like sometimes even a person get like a whole bottle of wine, they don't drink it down, you know. They just take like a little bit and throw it and sip it.
Yeah.
They had to shut that whole glass. That whole glass they had a shot for that. They had to pay for destroying the they had to pay for what it is to do to our people, for all the abominations. They say what they say, we talk about it that in 17, where they say was filled with the blood of the saints.
God.
You understand? They slaughter our people from city time to bring them here.
Check out.
The grape, rob, you understand? They do all kind of stuff, and then even now they're still doing the same thing, but they're doing it in a more technical form.
In a psychological way.
Not just that, sticking men in the hand and killing them. You understand? They're still doing it. They're promoting gang violence. Had Jakes killing each other. Even though yes, Jakes are responsible for their own actions. These are the things that they're teaching you to take, like for example, gentrification. That is when they just take certain people out of certain areas and put them like in areas that not more prominent. Like
Projects.
right. They'll create the projects to push all of them in that region, and they will keep the good places for themselves. You understand? So you push all of them inside that one region, you know, right? We have them that way where the ghetto comes in, a place where Jews reside. You understand? They call it that, not us. You understand? And they know why. So they push all of them in that one place, and then take certain things out of it. They don't. If America was such a great place in terms of like caring about the citizens and so forth, why do they put more things inside the ghetto to be able to uplift people? Why do they do more positive stuff? You know, give them more opportunities, educate this one. They don't do that. They push them in one corner, you know, get them drugs. And then
Get
set
them
up,
guns.
yeah, and then set a man up to push the drugs among the other people, make it affordable, but real destructive. Because I think somebody was saying crack. Which one is the worst one? Crack is the worst one.
Crack is the worst, yeah.
Crack is the worst.
That would have hit it at a crack.
epidemic, yeah.
In these states that, yeah.
And where they get that from? You know any Jake going in no,
It's taking so long.
no, it's them who set that up.
That Frank Lucas story, yeah.
So they push all of them in that region, set one Jacob, give him a nice payoff, which let you know once outside Jake getting a nice little money.
And when Jake see you from the ghetto and you make it like you having money, they could afford a nice car. Yeah.
Right? And you push the crack now and you destroy the whole population. If they didn't do that, we had the Tuskegee experiments. I believe the Tuskegee was when it was the one I looked at the lead, one was pushing the lead, but I think the Tuskegee was when they was giving them syphilis.
One of them sexually, yeah.
It was syphilis was given them. Right? So there's and when it was tried, there was I think it was syphilis, because people used to say to get rid of that completely, at least not by modern medicine. Syphilis is the ones that they can use antibiotics to get rid of. And they was pretending to actually cure them. When ready and truly waiters was doing, they was pretending to cure them, but they was keeping them with it so that they could experiment and look at the effects that it would have on them. All these things you do into Jake, even after you become so-called free. You understand? You think where you're going to get with all this?
So this scripture said that he said that he pursue them continually, going back to when you talk about the brotherly covenant.
I think I know what you're talking about.
No, it's that one where he said, when Esau now, talking about Esau, how he... Yeah.
I don't know, we say put down had not eat his blood or something like that. I think I know what you're talking about, but it's not ringing right now. But I don't know what you're talking about. That show the cruelty they had. That show you the cruelty that they had towards Jake. Right? And still afterwards Jake, that way call them a perpetual hatred. Even now, they're doing it in a more technical way, but you can still see that hatred exists. And they have to pay for these things. They have to pay for it. They and the entire kingdom.
Yeah, I did good too. I hear them that hate me with perfect hatred. I was telling you, Lord, but that's something I was saying to you. I hear them that hate you, Father, with a perfect hatred. I have no pity or remorse in my hatred for them. And they do like you, we are against them.
And you should even refer to them as your enemies. But when it comes to, like, for example, they can't pay for that while still being in power. They can't. They have to be thrown down. Because let me say that a rich man and a poor man. Who will I make the rich man pay? He power has to be taken away from him first. This place has to be thrown down. If I get you?
Yeah.
Say numbers from notifying the land.
Which is justice. You understand? Which is justice.
Right? What is that? What's the next one? Perpetual hatred?
Yeah.
Ezekiel 55. 55 or 45.
And how it is to go in and receive this recompense?
45.
Yeah, so this wickedness that they did
45,
over a long period of time does. You know, they say like if, like they say it was our fathers that did it.
Yeah.
You understand? They want to be in that spirit, but really and truly, they not only reaping the rewards of their fathers, or their forefathers, which is them, but
what they do, they advance.
they're still doing it.
Not supersede them. Not supersede them like this. Taking it but to our next level.
35 or?
The amplifying what the forefathers do.
The building on
Another some
foundation.
Correct. So this but yeah, they just make them doing worse things in more clever ways. Not outright. You understand? But they're doing it in more clever ways.
And then they set up a justice system to help defend them. Like
Imagine.
right.
So yeah, but imagine a whole year now, a country slaughtering children and women. I mean, no one want to take a stand and say, well, here we're going to know.
Now I'm going to say the
Yeah,
legislation.
a whole year, you know.
Now what is the legislation is what it is used to help cloak things. That's how they design it. So that
But somebody blew up 2 buildings in America, and after that, it's war. We go in this country and kill this man. 2 buildings, you understand?
which we know the story behind that, right? But at the same
I was
time,
using it as an example.
yeah,
Right?
that's how they design the system. Whereas
We could do you
can
know,
take
but they
advantage
can't
of
do
it.
it.
Yeah. They can take advantage of the situation.
Unjust balance. Revelation 9 and 16.
If I can say in the kingdom, we don't want to do like that.
Done.
If I'm you don't want to be lying to men for getting some shit like that. It would be telling how you got to do something you want to do it.
Done.
You understand? Whether it be friend, fool. You understand? Well, you're supposed to keep your word. Because that die, so that's how you're supposed to operate. Yeah.
Revelation 9 and 16 it says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them,
And we know that this is not actual horses,
Oh.
right? This is not horses that he has ride upon, right? These represent these missiles.
done.
You understand? Because like how you don't see like if you ever see like them stampede the horses, one of them flicking charge. You understand that missiles going and be shooting towards Mystery Babylon.
200,000.
You understand?
1,000 is
A lot.
Like
Yeah,
1,000 is
and yes, 200 million. 200 million. It's 200 million, right? And this is how America going and had to pay for what it is they did. You understand? They're going to be destroyed by what? By nuclear fire.
Right.
By the same nuclear fire that they themselves just be creating and designing. Right? The same thing that they create to be able to destroy others, that is the same thing that the Lord going to use to destroy them. Good.
It says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having the breastplates of fire, and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone.
Those are what they call them nuclear warheads.
Done.
Right? Multiple warheads. One rocket have multiple warheads. So you don't know when that hit. That the article they too to like to show the destructive power of what, because America is a big mass of land.
Yeah,
America is a big mass of land. So the amount of missiles that had to be shot to cover that entire land, to burn it down, it had to be a lot, and it will have to be powerful. The scriptures say what the city elements shall melt its food.
Prevent heat.
Right? It's not going to be no little.
You know, it's 200 million missiles. Not 2 million, not 2,000. 200
You
million.
know what it is to stay on this side and see smoke? You're just watching across the waters and see
You know when
smoke.
you're young and you see smoke because a house burning down. First thing you see on this call and see smoke in the air, a house burning down. Verse 18. By these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths.
And the third part of men represents food. So already and truly that is the primary target. You understand? Everybody else, so there are other people that will be caught up in it too, but the one below and have a controversy against the most is who is the zombies.
For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt.
You see, with them what they do hurt, they do harm, they do destruction, they kill, take lives.
And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass, and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk.
It's already and true that the pride that you saw, even as all them things happen, you saw still going and be like, flick them, you can still
Come
you can
out
still
and
come back
come
from
out.
this, yeah.
That's what he said. They were so afraid, but they will fight.
Let's fight.
You understand?
Let's show the pride that they have. They are either might mind, like he always believe like he'll come out on top.
You
But
show
I
down,
don't say
and
America is
you
a
build
nation
back.
of pride in it.
Yeah.
Always believe they'll come out on top. No matter how sticky it might look.
But the home of the brave and the land of the sure.
God bless America.
Some things so the home of the something on here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the home of the
Yeah,
brave.
we do worry, we will get it done. America.
Yeah, join the SEALs. Could be the oh, but that not going to help all in that is. It could be a seal, it could be an octopus, whatever. That not helping you, a marine, whatever.
Alright,
That you for sure.
That movie was really a good depiction of America, don't fall, you know. You see that on The Boys? That's really two real good depictions of America. They always had a belief that, yeah, once we America, we could do it. Cool. Yeah.
That's it.
Alright, the next one. And that's why the Lord said, what they shall build up, but he shall throw down. And they will be known as what they call our wickedness. And we understand according to the scriptures that that is what Proverbs. Let me get that quick as it comes to mind. That is Proverbs I think it's 2 to 20, right? It's not here there. I believe it's 2 to 20 if I'm not mistaken. No. See, there is no reward for a wicked man. Proverbs. I use that piece up in online.
Which one are you looking for?
Proverbs, no reward for a wicked man.
Okay.
Twenty-four,
24, 20. And sometimes here is something 20, but I remember. Proverbs 24, verse 20. Read it or
Well, I'll read it.
Right.
It's Proverbs chapter 24, verse 20. It say, "For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out."
You say the candle, you say I think in wicked man is evil man. You say what there's no reward for evil man and the candle of his wickedness shall be put out. So it's only a matter of time. And that time drawing near. Which some people think that because of the desires, they want to believe that judgment going to be far away in the future. Because they don't want to experience it, and two, they don't want what they have at this present time to be taken away. They want to finish, enjoy the life, grow old, live bountifully and wickedly, and then die.
of natural causes.
Yeah. I got it right.
You die in my sleep.
Die and then come back refreshed, in the kingdom with no worries and no tribulation,
No
matter to go
judgment.
through. You understand? That's really what I read truly what they want to do.
They don't want to pay for their atrocities.
Exactly. They don't want to. They want to be long gone. And that for most people that's not going to be the case. Especially the ones who strongly desire for that to happen. Them is the ones who go in and be around to face it. And it might even be in conditions where it could be hard for them. It might be places where, like in the midst of real CWMs, you understand? The Lord going and make the judgment nice and spicy. Sit up on teeth of wild beasts, fowls in the air. All these things going to be a problem to them in that time.
Isaiah 47 and 1. So, come now and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
So you're seeing in different places, you're giving accounts of the same thing. Babylon must be destroyed. And they ain't talking about the ancient Babylon, they're talking about mystery Babylon, which also referred to as Sodom and Egypt. All these different things are referred to why? Because they follow all different customs of these places. They take all that and incorporate it into itself. This is why they call it spiritual Sodom and Egypt as why? Because there are practices of Egypt. When you look at the pyramid and the dollar, all these different things. Sometimes they even build a stadium shaped like a pyramid. Why? Right?
Shaped like an owl.
Yeah, because it look cute? No, it's because or the in that spirit. Same thing as Sodom. Why Sodom was destroyed? Right now, this is the worst here with 10 times worse than Sodom because you don't even know who is who right now. Men cutting out the insides.
Can't tell the difference.
Man, imagine you cutting out your insides to put in something that you wasn't born with. Can't even tell. I remember somebody sent me a picture. And they shake. I'll be honest. It's when they read the caption, I was like, shit. Gotta be careful out here.
The video with the man kissed the woman and then she tell him she's
Yeah,
a...
the video of the pop, yeah.
Yeah, the reds. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
the
perfect
pop, the
example.
balloon, yeah.
Because she...
The voice, everything, on
Yeah.
par, the looks, you would never know. That's how bad it is right now.
And imagine that, you're living with somebody for 15 years
I see a video
and
that
can't tell.
a man was recording
Yeah.
right? You're recording and he was saying, why didn't you tell me you was a man? You understand? Your sister had to come and tell me that he is not a woman. And really and truly, most likely them done doing some stuff.
Yeah.
And you had to come and find out that, imagine you with this person.
And thinking that they can't bring 4 child.
Yeah. Probably wondering why they can't get pregnant.
Are you taking supplements?
Yeah, thinking something wrong with you. You can't even tell that this is that's how bad it is right now. That's how bad it is. Had to go. If I can say if it is that this place was given time to continue, imagine. Just imagine. Yeah, in a space of 100 years, women's rights, GMOs, you know how much things that they do within 100-year span. If they had another 100 years, what about this place? You know all these artificial foods that we're eating right now is within the space of 100 years.
In the space of 100 years,
Or even less.
you saw either might name himself, they might well go on some next planet to live.
The span of 20 years, I guess. You need to say 100. The span of 20 years, the way how they genetically modified.
Yeah.
They might name
In the
himself want to live
in the
here.
span of 10 years, they make fake fish.
The kind of toxins
Okay,
and
son?
Can't talk about momos.
Yeah, you can't talk about that.
I can't think about 15 years ago you could have. And it was normal. You can even put it in songs. Now you can't even do that. Let's show you how, like, if you had 100 years to go again, we do that. That's why it's to say what? They say days are short. That's no flesh we can see. Right now, all flesh right now at risk of them. All flesh at risk right now. You're not human walking around, they consider them to be. If we had 100 years here again, no flesh would be saved that it started off with. Well, it's serious thing.
So come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal.
My brother was talking about that. I was talking about the millstone and grind meal. That was not something that people of stature used to do. That was something like if you was poor, or if you had money, when you concubines or one of the low people would do shit like that.
Servants,
yeah, that is like that is shit that people of renown don't have time for that. That is like
that peasant behavior.
yeah, it's a whole new process. You understand? It's a whole new process. Go ahead.
Uncover thy locks.
And that is show how low the have been brought down. Even in Isaiah, it said that is this the man that God like they're gonna be in such a they're gonna be in such a low place that people are going to be astonished that this was once the people that no matter where they imagine it's so bad. Even the ghettos here, you look like me or you, spray it down just for entering. You look like a Edomite. You could walk through there and they would not interfere with you. Not.
You may get robbed, but your life will be. You will escape with your life.
I went through recording me, they're all them gangsters and them.
They had to get permission sitting here as they go through there was to get permission.
Yeah. Even though, well, like me and you might get permission, they still try to rob you.
Yeah.
You understand? Even if they get permission, they might hurt you, they still try to rob you. Nobody.
Some hoods they can't walk in just so they'll get robbed.
I'm sure he didn't walk through there with no stupid phone, the recording. Probably some Galaxy S24 or some shit or 23, and they're not touch him because they have that inherent respect for the soul.
In some hoods they might get robbed, but they'll escape with their life. But a Jake, a normal Jake walks. Who is you?
Even if you watch him too hard, he don't even care about the orders he receives. You understand? That is show you the kind of stature
not
that
from
they
here.
in. You know, huh?
That's the thing. He's not from here.
Yeah.
But a Edomite.
They will show him that
It's
respect.
so people mind so much that they believe that they make Jakes believe that a Jake is another Jake, a tribal war, or they take on the tribal war, and that's the reason why I think it's the curses, right? But the whole Aesop put it out is like the reason why the Mexicans and the Spaniards because they tribal war, and they say that they tribal war and all this kind of stuff. But who are the biggest tribal war going on right now within the tribes? Aesop, Russia war against America. Europe, That's not the biggest tribal in that way. If you want to put it in that port, but you see, to them it's like I said, they don't them that's not trouble like that. As your brother said, hey, we see the videos with put be going in all around the world to report gangs.
Yeah.
You understand? Not him alone. He's what you consider the Caribbean the biggest for that. But there are other men who's in it before him who way bigger. You understand? Those of them might just go in them gangs in Rio de Janeiro on the hills and they do them nothing.
BBC,
Yeah,
and them BBC reporters and
because in their mind, if we interfere with this man, we know that somebody will come and have a fear in them towards those people.
So it even showing you how who does really control the space. That even them low stature men know that hey, this man is who really run the show. If we touch him, it's shut down. Which will happen? Touch a Edomite. You understand? Touch a Edomite and see what going on there.
like I was watching a video with what that taking place in Haiti against the rebels and the government and thing, right? And this Edomite woman, she went into one in the gang territories, right? But basically, if it is what going on is that they'll go to different cities and rape, rob and kill them, right?
Yeah,
So-
that's what you're saying that.
Oh, so that.
Matter of fact, go sit down. That would
Yeah.
cause
Alright. Right? But if it is to kill this Edomite woman, they'll face something greater. And when you watch it in that way, that now you have to face that what? America go and come down.
But I think about it, and that they instill that fear into them. You know, like how it was in the Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
So do you know it's death to strike an Egyptian? He asked him that. He said, yet you struck him. Why? Why? Because they had that kind of fear in them. Like if you strike one of them, you ain't go and just get a slap on your wrist. And they push that narrative. Why? Because anytime you interfere with them, they just make sure and retaliate. These good Christian values that they have, they don't turn no next cheek. You understand? They just come and put you down.
They take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Say, I will take vengeance. And say, I will not meet thee as a man. First time the Edomites, he come to meet the Edomites. You know, along with his people, he was in a man's form. You understand? Can I do him what you want? Can I mock him? What you need to say? What this pilot asked him, right? He said, no, it's not that I have power to destroy the or you know, somewhere around that region. The pilot asked him that question. And even then he was like, you have power to do nothing. Unless it be given by my father. Put him in his place. You understand? One time he wasn't answering him, man. Like, I remember going through that some time ago. And there was he wasn't defending himself. He wasn't trying to, like when they was making accusations against him, he wasn't defending himself. But
He only tongue, yeah.
Huh?
He only tongue.
Yeah, because he wasn't trying to make any pleas to try to, you know, take out the situation. You know, he had to die for his sins as well.
This was coming to do.
But when they asked him that question, he answered, no, he said you have power to do nothing.
You can't usurp my authority.
You understand? Don't feel you gangster here. You understand? And when he come back this time, he don't come back to do what? He's going to call him what he conquering lion. Right? He wore what? Many crumbs. He come in and say,
in order to say something, conquer, that conquer something.
Yeah,
that dominate something. This is something, conquer something. They say Genghis Khan was a great conqueror, right? Because he conquered how much? Matter of fact, let me go scripture. Alexander the Great. You understand? He was a great conqueror. Because what? He conquered the whole
Many nations.
took over
He went east or west? East he went.
right? Yeah, he conquered everything. He
I know the east one now, but
in his one of like,
and the known world.
yeah, of the known world.
At that.
Yeah, you understand? And to call him a conqueror, he had also conquered something. So if you call him the Lord, a conqueror, what does he come in the conquer?
I think there was a video question I was talking about when I said I went west, north and south. because the question was centered in the east and the three different directions. That's where the three ribs come from.
Right, and that's something saying something sort of really alright.
Which one?
Verse 4. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy, upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
And it have records of this. You know that it's trying to, like, you realize when you're Googling something these days, shit hard to find. AI was getting some kind of result, and the result is bullcrap. It's hard to find certain information these days, but there's information, it still is there, to show that they didn't show us any mercy. There's been movies about it. There are certain places you can go and find information. They didn't feed the children to alligators. They ravished the women, ravished the men, tie them to horses, split them, and all of these things was known practices.
Even so like here just the other day I was watching a video where a fella he get in an accident where it ended up killing I think a pregnant woman or something. And he get 25 years. He get 25 years
For accident.
for accident.
Look at the kind of atrocities that he saw do. How much
You
he
did 25 years?
What are you talking about that? They have one group of Edomites slaughter in the next nation of people for here, and they only now decide to say, no, we bring him up on charges.
And like I said,
And even if they do bring him up on charges, he ain't going to face no jail time like you.
but I think that is where the technicality of Esau power structure is coming in. Esau designed it in a way that he could always get away in it. It's just like, for example, when the jump shot was being shared around. They put one man in charge. Apparently, he have all the power in the world to make all these other governments take jump shot. And then after now, when it get to come out that the jump shot really was crap. Well, it wasn't me, no, he told me to do it. Oh no, it wasn't me, he told me to do it. And when it goes straight back to the main guy, he resigned. Or he might have charges pressed against him. So look, more or less, to do the deed, put the pin on one man, and nothing happened. Sometimes nothing happening to the one man. That's how they just get away from what this how to do. That's how they set up the structure to make themselves like easy scapegoat, so to speak. Like that's how they set it up in a technical way that they could get what they want and just try to palm it off on the public as one person. That way you see plenty of them CEOs after they get to find out that has some kind of ratchetry going on in the company. Afterwards, the CEO stepped down. And that solved the problem. Or the CEO get charges on them, and that solved the whole problem with all the crimes that that person commit. That's how they just do things now when there's affect people worse than before, but in more technical ways. You understand? And they had to pay for that. All the puppet master above them, where he and say, here what's going on. You had to take one for the team by. So you want to put your blame on you, use the icon. And then after that now, when shit hit the fan, you go say it was your fault and you go had a face where about you go try to make it, you know, you go and go to jail after killing millions of people. You go and go to jail and you see how big, if you happen to go, you'll see a big screen, your TV bigger than mine and yours on the wall eating grapes and shit. You understand? You're gonna be taking a long vacation. Don't just put it like that.
Because they go say, you know, that is a high risk thing we can have in jail.
We know he's not going to receive any actual punishment for what he do. We know that. We know this. We know he's not going to receive no punishment. But at the end of the day, they're not supposed to receive the punishment now. Because our Redeemer, as the scriptures say, going and come and sort that out.
Their punishment set for a point in time.
Can.
Just like all the rest of nations had their time to rule until it finally fall. Right? Eventually, the kingdom was fall. You know, and this kingdom on its last leg. You know, as the saying just goes on its last leg.
Can.
And we go and see that thing, but it's a point in time this kingdom set forth, because this kingdom, unlike the rest, they mentioned that this kingdom was dreadful, you know, very strong. They been going on without a fight. You know? They ready to, you know, they talk about a red button, people just mention a red button, and they would press a red button guarantee. If they can't have it, nobody could.
The feel them iron teeth go save them. Yeah, but the rock. Yeah.
It's no games with this beast. That is why this war is like no other. You understand? Like no other. And
that-
surely no other after. You know?
And that is why we need, you know, you need somebody that more than man-like, than so to speak.
And he designed it that way. Because really and truly, with the way things going, if things was to continue, Jake would never get any Russia ever again. Where you gonna get it from? China and Russia and America is like
And
some
was
of the
it
biggest.
the condition of Jake's mind, yeah. Not to
Yeah, we
rule
don't
no
know what type
kingdom, yeah.
mindset. For the one or two ones who trying to act militant, they've never seen a real bloodshed out here.
No, even
Imagine-
if they act militant, watch how there's act militant.
Yeah.
They just follow the same methods Easterners follow, and that's how Easterners catch them.
They don't know.
You know? And then who they go and act militant with is men like yourself, and the men like yourself is Asians. Every time Jake set up to do something militant or set up to do something,
It's usually men who was trained.
yeah, and even if they're not trained and they set up, how they just get showed up is because he saw the sun one of the one inside, you know, take them down. That's the man he's dealing with. We can't fight this. We cannot fight this beast without the whole Russian side. We need love.
And that's why he made it that way. He
No?
made us to be weak so that he could be our strength.
You know all these men talking about they had to go back to the land and all this sort of bullshit there's going to be talking about. Hey, the Lord say wait on him. You understand? The Lord say wait on him. We have to wait. we feel. It was the craziest thing. Yeah, it's Jake's. Talking about fighting Esau with the weapons Esau get him. Ain't that shit crazy? How you can fight how you can fight the man who created the weapons? Wouldn't he know how to defeat it?
That Jake could name every type of gun like out there. Uzi.
That they know of.
AK, yeah, that is more popular. But could they make any of them?
No.
They're a supplier, right? They can't even make the bullets.
So they need, to get ammo, they go through Esau.
And
They get a
these-
gun, they go through Esau.
These guns like AR and thing, it come like muskets.
Yeah,
But-
compared to
yeah.
the kind of.
He's so way advanced.
Esau had the little robotic insects. They heart attack guns. They had the supersonic stuff. They had the lasers. They have etc. 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 You can't even. This is a man a war. A man, he blessing his word, his sword, right? So that is the man you're dealing with. How you feel he gonna move if his blessing is that? If like for example, listen, if like for example, right, you have Cristiano, you have Messi, right? Alright, let me put it in the context of people who might not know that. It have LeBron James, it have Michael Jordan, right? Like go again, you have Tiger Woods. These is men who dominate the sport. To the fact where when they dominated so much, right? They're talented with it. Talent spread out there. They can do all kind of things upon the ball or whatever it is that they do, right? That talent, our blessings that the talent work beyond. Because that Jake, Jake is salt, Jake is flavor. Whatever it is you put them to do, they will expand it. They will make it look better than the way we go do. So we dealing with a man. Put it in a context like this. Easy Cristiano at the sword. Easy Messi at the sword.
When it comes to the sword, that is his sword.
That is his sword. You understand?
He's the ultimate samurai.
You understand? Them feet to make a gun. They made the ache. Right? And they was like, let me go a little further. They make something worse. And that is what they do. Remember I did that video with that sniper. And the man was like, I remember watching this documentary, the man was like, you're the best sniper in the world, I feel like I do better. And that is what he and his family did. They want to make a greater sniper. That is the people they're dealing with. When it comes to these weaponry, because there's a blessing in sword. When it comes to these things, there's a soul of that. They will do to the best of their ability. You understand? That is why we pray. That is what the Lord say, that is what King David said, pray against the sword. That is the Lord's sword as well. The Lord has used them. Right? You mean Jake? Imagine you go to Edomite, and Edomite who well trained. Because this is Edomite is trained, right? Unlike Jake. Jake come with a shoot gun sideways thing. You didn't know that Edomite who trained all his life and all so forth. You gonna watch it and laugh. That is why when Esau sending them men around the world, sometimes they send 5 to 6 men to take down a whole army because why the army just not capable like that. That is their blessing. You understand? There's spoiled on the show, on the movies. Like when you watch it, there are men. It's a one man in the show. He can take out everybody walking in the shoot here in 2 twos. Yeah, you understand? That is just a blessing. So you talk about fighting him.
I would say it depends on the tribe because, like, them Russians, that is a different level of Edomites. The Russian soldiers, there's no big and strong, but when you look at the tactical warfare thing, the men have I tell you, it's a Jake down here, feel the militant. They get to see like a man take a dagger and do so, and they go and start to form it and shit. And that's what the men just do. You understand?
Then build without emotion. Anything is
And not only that, the condition. Because when you go through the army, there's condition need to be harvest. Right? In society.
Yeah, there's brainwashing.
Yeah.
You understand?
All them sentiments gone. Men are soldiers don't really smile and say that much. Like all of this, take it out there.
That's why it's work when they come back from the war and thing and they do subtly the brainwashing go. Because usually when like not all of them just continue to fight the war, some of them just go and fight 1 or 2 and then come back and retire. That is why you have like the veterans and all this other stuff. But what they're going to do, like after a certain while, like when the brainwashing come out, they go through what you call what is it called? Huh?
Rehabilitation.
To rehabilitate, but that one next
the thing the mind
You understand that why they just go into there's go on the streets get homeless because
come like a psychological
stuff because waiters they be doing across here. They figure what figures be doing. Figures the pillaging across here. Figures in a sense the American army. You know that them is hardcore killers. You understand them going on a job that they live up a child or by the guys with the community land. Yeah.
Slave would down
and all. So them men come into fight or they really feel or they could use a knives. I feel like we use a AK against these is men who come in with body suit and the bullets can't even penetrate.
You see a men training regiment and then the men is training monsters, taking people and breaking it on your stomach and shit. And they train like monsters. That's the guy you never see.
Man, they throw you in an ant's nest just to get tolerance to pain.
Yeah.
You all feel all the jigs could do that. One will buy from ants and all this other run.
Eat things and make up really good people.
Yeah. Fellas and them staying in water for weeks and foot shriveling so they can only move the top of the body because their foot in the water so long. This is the men they're dealing with to make sure that they fulfill a task.
And worse, yeah, look at Esau robotics and AI.
I'm not going to say that is spread because but I also have video on the new going into the AI again and that's Esau give all you. Yo, the finance manager, right? Bring for AI. Yeah, each. So yeah, payment system, right? The currency. Yeah, AI houses. Men gonna have AI wives, right? Which is robots. And then he bring for what? AI god. So what you do? Setting in and says what? There's the man only dealing with. He have all they using AI on the phone. He didn't have all the cars, AI cars. You know, using the AI system to drive, it can drive for itself, all this other stuff. That is the man only dealing with.
The car can shut down
at their control. You know, that is the man only dealing with. He far surpass all that when it comes to brain activity. You understand? Far surpass all that. Talking about the way you feel with that race. Hey, you're lucky you got the Lord on the other side. You know? Even though they're going on, the Lord talk about how you could be there. Right?
But in times of vengeance, not going to be
time of vengeance is not going to be on the side.
It's going to be on the
elect side. Right? You're lucky. You're lucky.
Be on the side now. From now you're on the other side, so those are the arcs still open. The closing, but they open still.
You know when Jacob shovel hit, we feel.
I said when them doors shut and that proverbial rain start to fall. You understand? And the shit hit the fan like that.
Talking about AI taking all the work jobs right now because they're putting the robots outside.
Millions of people going on.
All they really feel, all they really
millions.
feel the time at
Millions.
all they really feel the time at Jacob show. They're going to send a human man to come here. Man, they're going to sing something with no feelings, no heart, and
Just instructions.
no family ties.
Just instructions.
Man, you see
Kill.
that? I remember
With a machine gun as a head.
only to send them big so just to bite you just because. Only big so.
Right? What you have in your house could defend you from that piece of metal coming.
Like
Not your gate can't defend you. So it could probably break through your wall. And the caliber bullets, them guns flying, it will shoot through the wall. You understand? So how you feel you want me defended in that day? Other than divine intervention.
Look example of Trump. You only have a place called Mar-a-Lago or Mar-a-Lago, something like that. That is one of the main places, right? The family be it's like a dwelling place, right?
Yeah.
But when Ramadi tried to assassinate him, when he become the president, he make the whole place get full up with robots. You understand? Get the place full up with robots now.
So yes, robot security.
There's robot dogs on the outside. Yeah, he play.
Why? So a man can't see nothing coming. Exactly. It has no thought processes program. Anything move kill. It just program.
Jake feel is like dog here. Your cousin in the army. Yeah boy, you're coming in now. Run. You feel it's that? Nah, them robots popping up in front of your place, man.
Remember we had a scripture in I think it's in Job. We talk about the Leviathan. They say who can bargain with him.
It's Job 40.
41.
41, some of this, yeah.
They say who can bargain with him, you know, and try to plead with him
Plead
or
with
they
him,
can
yeah.
deal or whatever. Can't do that with the
Can't do that.
AI have no, all they just do is just follow instruction.
What about the program to do? That is what they're going to do.
See, I'm just heavy spirit passing.
Yeah, that demon. As I always say, is when you're outside there, when they talk about exorcism and that is what you're doing. Yeah, he did exorcism on spirit.
She was just quiet, so she see
Nah, she coming on the road, brother. When she see me, she started
When
talk
she
about
pass up part.
yeah,
she pass
but
up.
when she was coming now, she come
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah,
But when she
yeah.
come here, she started talk about
Christos.
Christos. Yeah, somebody that is spirit, that is the spirit on it. You know? And that is how somebody, I'm gonna show you something. Anytime I be coming into Jacob shower, people, a normal man gonna become like that.
And now one said, I think it was a regular man going to go.
Going and go mad. You understand?
Look, just with something locally because you know, a petrol you know, want to
Yeah, when the
start
people
running
run on the
behind
street
anything.
there. If you
Make
want
it as they go.
yeah, because they couldn't deal
Because
with it.
people want to commit suicide.
like for example, right? They should talk about your desire to see another man, right? People don't understand how important it is to be around somebody.
Yeah.
When you go into stress and things plaguing your mind with somebody that you talk to, when you can't have that, you know what will happen to you? Everything is
You are alone with
you're
your
alone.
thoughts.
You're alone in thought. That's
Well,
send
you
your
know,
mind
you're
like-
talking to yourself.
Yeah. You
Before
want
you
to
know it,
do
you're
This
talking.
generation that coming up, after we per se, right? Let me just say after us. Generation are coming up. They not as they don't have that mental fortitude that we grew up with.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand?
it's
They do
right,
not
it's
have
right.
that.
Yeah, the
They
weak.
have a weak mentality.
You go through an adversity.
Like I was
You
at,
understand? Like, just now,
yeah,
before you
come.
continue, this is man who killed himself in primary school.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know much talk I get in primary school, you know much talk I get people in primary school, and not nobody that I went to school killed himself. I mean, some dead from gun violence or whatever. Nobody ever
Yeah,
take
we're
it
talking
so
about
serious
like,
to
yeah.
kill himself. And you tell me you want to kill yourself because you was bullied?
And the only thing about that, talk about that, suicide is on its highest,
Yeah, right now.
right now it's at the highest,
now,
highest percentage ever
I
been.
do a video yesterday on the this article you post by the group with the mortality in America is
Yeah, the boat rate, it's low.
well, not the birth rate, but the mortality rate, not the death rate then.
Only the rate of
The life expectancy, so like
Yeah,
life
can.
expectancy in America is less than the UK, and I do a video on it now. And I was talking about that same thing. You understand? So, because in the article they talk about the suicide rate is more in America than the UK, and how they come off for the first time in history, they're now on the list top 20 happiest countries in the world.
And why is that? Because of the expectancy of what they expect, the outcome that they want. Because they
not
watch these
getting what they
celebrities
want.
and they can't be able to reach the heights. They giving you an image, And then they're making that image hard to obtain. So when it is that you can't do that, what are you going to do? You're going to
And when you from a little Caribbean boy thinking by hatch of America, I'm like, America isn't that. And you reach across there and realize you have about 16 jobs to live in a one bedroom apartment.
unless you're willing to touch toes.
Like for example, that's the reason why. That's the reason why when you Americans when they talk to them, we just watch them like mentally ill. That's why the way they speak. They don't sound like a normal person. You know?
Because they're from America, they think that them is
Yeah, yeah. But when you deal with them, you gotta understand how like their mental is off, right? And I ain't talking about every single one of them, but I'm talking about like when you talk to like I was talking to my friend, she going away, but when you talk to she can see how mental she get because of what you wanna call it, all that stuff they go through. They're trying to be hard because of they live in America, so they want to perpetuate that in night. But the life that they live in, what tax, this, that, they talk to them so much, they can't even talk to them normally, you know? And
They're stressed out.
So they are psychological. That is why like the worst thing to talk to is these Americans and them like them because everything for them now they're dead wrong. They're wrong. But you know what they will say? You know what they will say? I have ADHD and all this stuff. All of a sudden, everything is a mental disease.
ADHD.
Yeah. Everything is mental. As a man said, let's say all the dumb. Don't blame it on a let's say all the dumb. Because every single thing now is a disease, a disorder. You know?
50 Cent say, well, depression is a luxury. You say you could be in the ghetto and be depressed, but you still have to get up and go to
It's like
the
a luxury. But now, as you brother saying, that come back to what we're saying, you know, because all they get so soft.
That is a can.
You know, all they get so
So
soft.
go back to the video Ariam Ladu last year or year before, whenever. You're so comfortable. You understand? Everything at all your fingertips. When that time comes,
Yeah, they're
they
prepared.
do
They're
it
for
with
what for them.
fortitude, boy.
They could be harder
They
for
can't
them.
fathom, waking up in the morning and your phone not coming up.
No, they
That
can't-
alone go and trick
They
them.
can't fathom that they might not even make it to the morning. You understand?
But not being able to
And they're
afford
not
it,
studying
I
that.
think.
They're plugging in their phone and say, right, in the morning when I get up, first thing I'm touching is this. I'm on Instagram and see if this video.
And that's the first thing, the internet alone.
Yeah, he said,
There's got enough
Shut down
like-
words.
yeah, shut
Like,
down, yeah, cut down the internet by
like when they shut down the like I'll never forget that when they shut down
It's Facebook.
Facebook and
Instagram, WhatsApp
for like 2 hours or 3
for
hours.
like
some
yeah
shit,
or
so-
something like that. Something along those lines.
That's right.
And it had big protests. People come out to protest it.
All in the
You
Middle
understand?
Eastern country, Lankan people in Europe.
All in the road.
As it come back, it's just post about
yeah.
madness.
Yeah.
People going mad.
Yeah.
Is it my Instagram alone?
Yeah.
I said, what's all in that? So all that I said, how will they grow up there? What they used to do when they were small? What they small that was
See, but
I think they're right. You're prepared for what takes.
yeah. And then Esau had a many right
Frame of mind.
right frame of mind that
Yeah,
they
depend on us.
they depend not on them. Yeah.
God, depend on us, we will get all the world in it. I reached verse 7. I don't know. That's how I get a holy stuff. Yeah, that's how I get a holy stuff. Verse 7, it says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
So they said that in later heart, they didn't consider that they would have to answer for these things at some point in time. They thought that to say what they dwelling, the inward thoughts is that their houses shall last forever.
Last forever.
Right, so you're seeing, it even like mentioning that spirit in here. Right.
Therefore, hear now this, thou art given to pleasures that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
So they say what I am. So they say they are that mentality that they are like gods. You understand? We could do what we want. We can get
Nobody
rid
can
of it.
stop
And
us.
that's what you say we shall not know the loss of children. So they even take a step further to be like nobody going to do us anything else. And they're going to get away that way. You understand? Just like how Pharaoh was proud and ride out in the sea and dead.
Just like Titanic.
You understand?
Even God can sing
The
this
ship,
ship.
and what happened? It went down like they should. You understand?
So, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, It shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
So the Lord said this will happen to them. And really and truly, the more proud it is, it's more fruitful and flawless feeling.
Yep.
Shame.
You understand? Because in your mind, you was like, this could never happen to me. You know, like them boxers who like thought it was the it. They lost a fight that already, like, the fight of the career and lost. That has mashed them up in
It's like somebody basic out shining LeBron James
yeah,
or Kobe Bryant or one of
he
them.
He go and lock himself in the house, never come back out until probably years pass and he finally get over it. That's how he saw when when that time come and they receive that destruction and they get the power taken away. Imagine from birds, like imagine it's like a bee from birds. You know, it's like you're drinking the blood and whatever and they yeah, whatever. You know, you but you never feel warm in your life unless you went in the beach. You don't know what it's like to sit on with no AC and you have to be rubbing your hands like this. The only time them feel hot probably is when them going in the beach. Other than that, everything is just hot. Like them is eat the best, drink the best. Imagine being born in that life and literally having to go and pick up dead bodies on the ground. You think you see a dead body come at a funeral or probably when you're doing money rituals. You never literally had to go and like do laborers work. Imagine how feeble them bodies has been. Like for the ones who do into fitness and gymming. Imagine how feeble them bodies has been, like literally weak. They don't have to do no kind of strenuous work. Yeah. And you had to put them in the pits. Put them in the pits to work. That's going to be the worst.
Instead, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth thee, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it had perverted thee.
Yeah, right now the mind of it.
And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Yeah, nobody equal to them. Even though they like to talk about equality and all these different things, in their hearts, nobody is equal to them. And they're going to get rid of it.
It said, therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
Because that's the same way most of our people not going and know that time. It's the same way them don't know either. You understand? That place going and just get shit just going to happen. The Lord say what he going to put it in their hearts to fulfill his will. When that time comes, the Lord just go and activate everybody and everything just start to go downhill. And everything going to be going chaotic. It wouldn't just be missiles. People going to have spirits and them going crazy. Animals going to have spirits and them going crazy. Everything that's going to be going nuts. Instantly. You understand?
It says, verse 12, stand now with thine enchantments and with thy multitude of sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers and the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
So the Lord even mocking them. Just like what happened in Egypt. When my boys come and they show that, like, we could do that too. Like, you feel you are by
Chili staff down at 10,000.
They can do everything Moses can do except what we see.
The 10 Commandments are the 10 Commandments again. My boy, but Pharaoh tell them, the power of your God is a cheap magician's trick. And men come and show stuff on the ground, you're like, you can do this shit. But when men see that the stakes get swallowed up, that's when men realize, alright, shit really here because we don't care do that. You understand? So even for you to get a little confidence in her. Huh?
When the first morning, when they wake up in the morning and see all the first morning there, I wonder, hey, something wrong.
You can remember when they was spitting with boils. You can imagine even the soothsayers getting up. Like you were itchy and scratchy. Yeah, because that you didn't finish yet.
That one was the first one.
The only first one was that he's trying to bring the camel back. He said, nah.
That was the ice.
Yeah, because the 10 weeks had to happen. But even
But the partner they see.
the Lord was hardening the heart so that even a normal man, from the time boys reach, you go and let them go. The heart was getting hardened because all the plagues had to take place in Egypt. You understand?
Well, that
But,
was for the exaltation of the Lord.
Can. but even back then, even the soothsayers couldn't heal the self from what it was taking place to them too. Because they was also in Egypt. They also went through all of that. But the icing on the cake, as the brother say, is when every house, it didn't have somebody that wanted to die. Every single household.
First ones died.
You understand?
One night.
That was where like hey, well, take it.
That whole nation cry out that morning.
You see, I mean,
The whole generation, the white
loud
people.
cry.
The whole generation, the
A
white
loud
people.
cry in Egypt. Imagine how many people died.
How much people ball? Hey,
You understand? But at the point in time, you know, the Lord scriptures, God say what He is, get strong delusions. You understand? That is what He is do. So they had, you know, they had the idea in their mind that all these, not only their military might, but their sorceries, all these things were given to them to put them on a certain level and also to put their mind on a certain level.
Books them up.
To think that, hey, you have nothing that could stop me, but you pass through that, you know, like a train Avengers, you pass through that walk. We have like, we have a host of ICBM just to send you back where you come from. You know, like that, them kind of youngsters and stuff. To send you back where you come from, but no, it's not going to work so.
so behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame,
Can't.
they shall not be coal to warm at, no fire to sit before it.
Yeah,
Thus shall they
because,
be unto thee.
because if I can say that, like, yeah. Like how the scriptures in Isaiah, they say what? They say Pharaoh's servants are flesh. You understand? What they're going to be fighting is not flesh and blood like themselves. It's not minerals and metals from the earth.
So I will meet you as a man.
You understand?
Coming with no
And
no earthly nothing.
and not even one angel can fight them out. They're going to have multiple just stepping in the chariots, ready to throw shit down. It's not going to be a normal battle. They're watching that battle. Like if it's a normal, like alright, you want to bomb up Iran, you go bomb up on it too. It's not so.
When they see the hills come past, they're looking so pretty at night.
Yeah, you
Can't
see,
see the
those
road.
not went from where it comes, yeah.
Gosh.
And they see that,
Guys are Gms.S.O.T.E.
They see the mountain and
With the grey and you jump on top of it and they say they perceive not from when it started. First it big. You can't even
and
tell.
that's one. You know what is really going on? All you hear in this Leonidas in here, we shall fight in the shade. All you hear, we shall fight in the shade.
I don't really need this one of them, but you know, everybody had to come out because of the last time. After that, it will go and be a peace. Everybody had to get a little touch, you understand?
All the stars have to run out, all the four stars have to run out.
Everybody had to get a touch because after that, it's not gonna nothing. They say that nothing before, and there's gonna be nothing after like it. So you understand? That's the final battle. Everybody gonna be.
All these so-called great armies going and join together.
Yeah. Because they will say what is we had to join together for I forget what it's called it, but I have a particular word like for a danger that threatens everybody now.
Yeah,
So,
humanity in itself.
I forget the term that is used. Go ahead.
Yeah, the last one here. Verse 15. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall say.
They say none shall save thee. Even though your merchants despise you because of your wickedness, they still become, you see, let's talk about that in I forget what precept it was, where they say the merchants cried, you know, because they say Babylon in which they were made rich. You understand? Yeah, Revelation, I forget exactly which one. But even if you even have nations that will be looking at far off and crying bitterly. And that's certain nations that they don't like America because they're just, but they still become rich off of American trade. You know, some American ports are way that make plenty money. But none of those people believe the Savior. And I even go back to Deuteronomy where they say what? They say none that they can deliver thee from my hands.
Talk about the post, talk about Revelation and 18.
Yeah, that was,
How to go watch it, no?
Yeah, so yeah. What did we just say now? 18 years went now?
Yeah,
From 1 to 18, so it's not 18 is something else. It's something else. We talk about the ports and they say they go cry bitterly. Far off.
when you see the smoke.
Yeah, when you see the smoke of a torment.
No, about 18 so about the merchants and that what talking about. They talk about the trade and so forth. That what talking about. Revelation 18.
Which one are you talking about?
Tell it right there. I've seen it right here. This is what they do. This
What's
is
the verse?
merchandise.
What's the verse?
No, I don't know Revelation 8.
Right,
When
what
you know
verse
these
is Revelation?
merchants.
No, we just went
11.
down that way, yes.
No, I'm telling you, but I'm just saying that is where it's used like when it's that you trade and port.
Yeah, I say that.
Right.
When they get destroyed, the ones who used to be bountiful off of their riches, we have a scripture that say it now. The merchants that stand up far off. I was talking about that particular one.
That is 18, check 19. That is the same thing.
We just skip.
Yeah, I don't think we shall have a-
I thought that was the last one. So let me read it. Let me read it. Let me read it. Let me read it. This is Revelation 18. This is Revelation 18. I go read verse 15.
We didn't reach down so far.
It say the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. So that's what it's about.
We didn't reach down so far. We didn't reach verse
No, that was the was 18. When they're talking about the merchants.
Like, I was reading there, like my mind was still thinking of Revelation 18 when I was reading. So,
I was in Isaiah 47.
So yeah. Okay, remember the rest of nations, they deal with it, that's how they deal, that's how they trade, the merchants and so forth. You know, they go and get the goods and so forth, they'll be watching from afar.
but scripture say what? None will be able to save you. None of them could deliver you from the Lord.
Isaiah 34 and 1, it says, come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is there in the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood.
So you see, like, what about Jehoshaphat, which is what they are Shabbat. You understand? The Lord's judgment. You see, when you say shall gather the nations together, Christian nation, they had to pay for certain things that they did. Yeah, so primarily Esau, but even these other nations also. Right? And how is he going to do that? Nuclear destruction. And also by ways of what? By chariots. The cleanup crew, so to speak, you understand? I'll send an article.
Yeah, it's a nuclear bomb maps show impact of Russian weapons on NATO countries.
Yes, and so the article basically talking about how much people they could kill at once. You understand, like the radius and how big the damage is and so forth. Right.
Man, I think it's Russia. That was Russia tell them when we send out go we are sending from America and nothing all they could do to stop it. And the destruction will be great. You know? That's why even like when I think it was NATO, I can't remember which NATO countries talk about Russia, right? And Russia tell them better all they intervene because all because all they could receive the same treatment
Which they have intervened. Because it's been proven that America has been giving Ukraine weapons.
America and the UK.
Yeah.
Has
So
been sending them weapons.
So
and
they are part of the war now.
the
Technically.
first missile that struck in Russia was a US missile. You understand? The
No, long range.
The Amsal missile or some weird word name there for it. But there goes a US missile.
And the sun this week here, Biden confirmed I think $900 million in weaponry, and he break the law sending landmines. The landmines not supposed to be used, so they break the treaty with that.
We know
It's
he
a
doesn't
walker.
care anyway.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, well, remember the
them
video?
set the rules.
What was the video I sent earlier? What was the video I sent earlier with the man that the might have breaking down the reason why they end up in the war? Yeah. But he went through history showing you how much treaties, every single treaty that America make break.
Yeah.
Right, sure.
You understand? So they the main reason why there's so you went through the whole history showing the treaties at the break coming up the road, coming straight up the road.
From since God, from since the get-go.
From since you get even before that, in the ancient days, Esau was breaking treaties. You know, they say the recent escalation of the Russia-Ukraine war has led to increasing talk of nuclear war, especially following repeated threats from Russian President Vladimir Putin against NATO countries. Newsweek looked at the impact of a Russian nuclear weapon on the capitals of U.S. NATO allies. In September, Putin lowered the threshold of nuclear weapon used by saying this includes strategic and tactical aircraft, as well as cruise missiles and drones, hypersonic, and other delivery vehicles. Russia reserves the right to use nuclear weapons in case of aggression, including if the enemy using conventional weapons poses a critical threat.
City Cargo started talking about the numbers.
They say in London, UK, in London, where there are an average of 13 million people, in the full blast range, all 4 circles of a simulated detonation in any given 24-hour period, some 3 million people would die, while 4 million would suffer injuries.
From one missile. From one missile, they say 13 million, and I still believe it's more than that would die. But from one missile,
No, it's more. Let's give it a round number.
yeah, you understand? From about 13 million people, about 3 million of them gonna die from one missile impact.
And 4 million injuries. You also remember that Russia, it have no other country that can touch Russia when it comes to nuclear capability. Weapon read and nobody else can touch them. They beyond the rest. They are the hypersonic missiles. Imagine that missile they bring on the clouds. That's the first time people see that, it's shocking.
And that wasn't even the real.
That wasn't even the man. The man was like, they just a testing.
I think we talk about the Satan and that one.
Yeah. But Satan is something he boss yet. Because remember that one saving for a particular.
Yeah.
Then he had the Satan 1 and the Satan 2 too.
Right, yeah. And these ones are the many, but we're not even as strong as
Nah,
the
Satan, yeah.
Yeah, you understand? So imagine.
Remember the man saying he going beyond what he showed. They have beyond that.
Yeah.
You understand? So that is why the European countries are step to around them, because they know that these men they're capable of way beyond what they can compare. They try to show the strength, but you know Russia is a big.
What I gave you examples of is what they used so far.
Yeah, it's in Berlin, Germany. Some 2 million people would die, while 1 million should suffer injuries in Berlin, where there are on an average 4 million people in full blast range, all 4 circles of a simulated detonation in a given 24-hour period. And the only thing about it is you know how crazy it is that like Germany, they're talking the big talk right now against Russia, and the German people telling them, yo, I feel it's best to let people down. We don't really want this.
Yeah, we're looking for that right now.
For that right
And
now.
they know all it takes is one of them, and the whole country more or less in a mess.
Let's imagine, let's show you how strong prophecy is, because let's show you how strong, when you talk about Gog and Magog, we know you're talking about Russia and the people around there, right? And let's show you how strong the prophecy is, because it's them who prophesied to do what on America, to bring it. I need to. You know?
Let me see, this is leopard feet. Yeah, Revelation 13, go ahead.
It's in Paris, France. It's in.
No, when you go, sorry, bear, sorry, it's like that.
Yeah, no.
They have the feet of a leopard. That is in Revelation 13. Go ahead.
I know you're talking about it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's in any given 24-hour period in Paris, there are an average of 11 million people in full blast range. They say an estimated 4 million would die and 4 million would suffer injury. You understand this? Right. No, go ahead and see if you get something. I tell you, like 13 you're talking about, right? 13 which one it is?
It's like the feet of a bear, I don't have the two.
13-2. Yeah.
It's feet of
So the
slack,
bear,
yeah.
the bear,
Yeah.
the feet of a bear. I tell you, it can't be leopard. So leopard will do something.
Sorry. Yeah. See, Revelations 13:2, it says the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. The beast was like unto a leopard. And his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power. And
So the feet of the bear is actually Russia, right? Feet of the bear
so like, yeah,
is actually Russia.
right? And you see, and the dragon gave him his power and his seat. And
So
great
and the
authority,
leopard will obviously go back to Daniel 7:6.
which is the beast itself. Yeah, the feet represent Russia, which feet represents the end of something. It's like that. It makes up what type of feet. So like,
And the lion is Great Britain, right? And the dragon is obviously dragon going to Roman Empire. So I don't know why you're breaking on that one particular scripture because they go from here to here, then to there.
nah, it's the feet that themselves make it get mixed up. So
Yeah. No. That's it. Once I say that, we can't be the leopard going to see. What was reading idea? Yeah. So France was 4 million dead, 4 million injured, right? Canada, they say where there are an average of 1 million people in full blast range of the simulated detonation in any given 24-hour period, 500,000 would die and 400,000 would be injured.
So when they look at most and most of the impacts that it makes to the countries and them, majority of the people going on, you understand? All they can take is really want to destroy a nation. You understand?
Remember what that chop, that blast. The blast. First is the sound wave. I go on the people. Then you have the smoke.
Then you fire.
Then you fire.
Yeah. And then
Then after that is the
radiation.
radiation. It's about the radiation.
So
What's
that-
that? The song wave?
Yeah, this is the song with blast, yeah. And the first thing that is shatter, so that's first eardrums. And then after that is the fire that going to follow after. And then the radiation damage. You understand? By one country get one of them missiles, a real good one, a country can, you know. For the people who don't die from the other stuff because of to the ends or wherever, the radiation alone in the atmosphere is going to kill them. Yeah, so like a just one is taken wipe out. And all them missiles, they are scriptures prophesied are going to America. All them missiles. Now when they say what? They say the smoke will not ascend for, not literally forever as it will stop, but it will be so long. It will take so long. You understand? For that fire and that smoke to stop. It's going to take a long time. But the amount, how strong it is. And even when it do stop, eventually, only things that will not dwell there is desert creatures.
So what the creatures is.
Desert creatures.
Verse 4 it says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
And that fig tree is talking about Revelations too.
It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse, the judgment.
So you see who it is that talk about this, it shall come down and who I do here. Even though yes, all nations going on feel the effects, they always say one nation in particular being mentioned. I do here goes back to who? Take it down.
It says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood, it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord had a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
So they say that when the Lord coming to slaughter. He's not coming to give roses. Not with arms wide open, as the song says.
Yeah, I'm not going to. You read my mind, man. I'm not going to say that. Not like you saw.
You understand?
I'm not going to say that. Yeah.
Not like that. Coming to this. That's why you say what he had a garment drenched in blood.
Blood.
Right?
It says, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and the lamb shall be soaked with blood, and the breast made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion.
So the Lord is a vengeful man, man. I thought vengeance was of the devil. You know, we talk about like a talk shit like that. Like you never have a vengeful heart, but the scripture said the Lord coming with vengeance. That is what he bringing with him. Other than the deliverance of his people, he also coming with vengeance. Right.
And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day, the smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste, none shall pass through it forever and ever. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it, the owl also and the raven shall dwell upon it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness.
And now that scripture also show that it's not going to burn forever because owls and ravens can't dwell with a fire. You understand? That period of time, but after desert creatures going and inhabit it. But that's after the smoke clears and you know it's just like a desert place.
Don't forget what coming after that. Don't forget what coming after that. The hunters coming out.
They go our men coming to pull them out.
Yeah. You know, they will have those that as you said, they
Bunkers, $100 million bunkers. Going down
the
an
space
island,
thing,
they get land to the bunker.
the underwater stuff, you know, all them things, you know.
See, the rich know that will happen. That's why they're building the bunkers.
Yeah, as you see that, like as I see the rich know that all the rich, like wealthy men, they for sure know nuclear war is next war.
That's why they're building the bunkers somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like Einstein said that.
And
He said, I don't know what weapons the third World War will be fought with, but I know the fourth one will be fought with sticks and stones. Einstein said that, and he didn't live to see the second, I believe, I don't think he lived to see the second one. And he said the third World War will, he don't know what weapons they're going to find the third one, I don't know. But you see the fourth one, the sticks and stones.
I hear that already, no, but I can't remember if it's Einstein.
No, it's Einstein. That is Einstein.
I hear that already.
I hear it already and I forget it. And then I see it again as Einstein. I believe this
it's
year.
not a coincidence that I think even the elites, their houses not in America. They live in more
No, they live more
more
out to the
places. And when they build the bunkers, they're not building it there because they know. They know they destined for what.
I was watching there where they have a city, I believe is Antarctica. But they say which part of the city is, they don't get no sunlight.
No, you're talking about, yeah, well, those places in Antarctica, them,
They just get sunlight, but for
half
a
of the
long
year.
period. So like I was about to say 6 months of straight sun and 6
6
months
months
of straight darkness.
straight darkness. That's
Because
what's
how it's situated
yeah.
on the globe and the
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
different stuff.
That's so funny.
it's just because of where it is on the globe.
That's a question to ask them flat people as well. But that's our next
Seriously,
topic.
ice walls we in
That next
and
topic.
thing and this and the other. And I was like,
Yeah, like
I said, at the end of the day, them things don't bring salvation to me and man. I don't want to know. It have no profit to me.
to strive with these different things now.
Yeah.
Say not profitable.
Yeah, guys, it on that.
Is it?
Is it?
Right, so look how many different places we reading so far and talking about what the same thing. But in our Lord is deal. He said by the mouth of 2 or 3 shall all things be established. And we reading it for more than 2 or 3. Where he prophesied the same thing. By use different terms. Mystery Babylon. Great harlot.
Bozrah,
Yeah.
Bozrah is the capital of Edom, so it's the same thing.
All these different terms they use, but generally you're talking about the same thing, which is the destruction of this kingdom. Right? This kingdom is ruling right now. Not that Russia going to take over, China going to take over, and then you're going to destroy them. No. After this one, that is it. That is it.
Isaiah 54:16, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
And we know what those wasters are. Because trust me, when them things touch down, it have nothing to salvage. It have nothing to salvage. You see it in many different movies. You see it in the most popular we just talk about, which is the John Connor incident.
Yeah, that's the most, yeah.
You understand? It have many
Man, the
others.
next one, I'm going to see if I ask you, brother. It's a real good one. This is one I want to listen to. I'm going to call this one. What up?
Yeah. And it has so many other examples that to show that when them thing hit, I did just talking about when it is the Hiroshima drop, right? They were saying that like things now start back to grow.
That was like 3 or 4, that was right before the C-19. Yeah, the radiation from the atomic bomb now started to get grass.
And you can't even say that
You know about Chernobyl? Chernobyl is, I think it's somewhere in Russia or some on that side of the world. Oh, it comes a nuclear plant that blew up. And up to now, nobody could go there. The radiation is so strong in the area still. And I'm talking about Agni for me anymore. It's so strong that nobody can survive if they go there. Up to this.
Yeah, can. Chernobyl.
That's why I'm not telling about
thing there.
where the plant and blow up, not the plant blow up. I tell you how strong that
The
is.
day after.
the day after.
Without even having to.
That one now come out?
No, that old. This is a real old show. Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
You send on the
Are they? Yeah. Are they? It was in a live stream. Me, Howard, and somebody else was in the live stream, and we were telling about that movie now. You can remember it? Then brother, the day after. They all went on that show. A real old show. A real old show. And when the bomb dropped, yeah, you see the mushroom cloud thing, place wipe out. People watching it from afar. But after it wipe out, the men come in. The men, whoever survived, like when they was walking, but they get affected by the radiation. So by the time they walk in to see the big destruction and cause, the hair, the skin to the feel, you know, that day after. That is a very good show to watch. But something about it's a next show too. It's a next show called Jericho. Fall on Jericho, but it's just basically going into how America fall now. By nukes too now. But the one that I'm talking about here, or you should watch a little clip.
Well, they leave out something I was talking about the effect just now. Mine was something else. What do you want to say? First is the shockwave. Nah, before that is the light.
Yeah, the light, what is blind?
When it hit, you will get blind first. So you're getting blind first, then you're getting deaf, then you die. I say even the elements so much. You cannot stand up and watch that blind flash so bright. It will burn your corneas out here. Light, not even the heat here. Not even the shockwave. The light alone will burn your corneas out here. You'll be blind instantly.
So imagine being blind and then being good.
No, you're being blind and then deaf. And then mute. So I can't see it, no I can't hear it.
That's a good one.
I can feel it.
No,
I can feel it now.
No, and they say that somebody was talking about that last night too. They were saying that I was watching something on it.
Oh,
I was talking
so
about the
good.
impact. I don't know if it's a shock wave that has caused it, but it has damaged all the nerves. So I think even your nerves that get damaged that you just can't even like feel. You understand?
Yes.
But I don't know if that time that would be so for them.
I don't know.
But
I know it's going to
suffer, so I don't know.
It's going like then the shockwave. Then the shockwave pass much of your jaw and then it's heat. And then anything afterwards is radiation. So that is a slow suffering that you want to suffer afterwards. If you do like, no, you die later, but very painful and very risky.
Not put it in a way that you know,
The last, they say that a security guard who was holding open the door for people to run out from Chernobyl.
Yeah,
and half of everybody get radiation poisoning for 7 days though. So the man suffer for 7 days though.
Because the radiation is burning. Yeah, so like even when people go into Chernobyl now, but they say Chernobyl is like a CIA attack.
Yeah, something.
Like when you go into the depths of it, like they wanted to shut down that particular plant to stop nuclear and so it caused that.
you're not going to take the house.
Yeah, you're not going to. No, they were like breathing.
Yeah, I know that's what it look like it. And we are talking about the strong.
But it's a big talk about like people like they know now that it was
it was no accident.
It was no accident now.
Up to now, grass are growing there. Nobody could
But Chernobyl was
and live.
Chernobyl was Ukraine, not so?
There's one of that saying, there's one of, I don't
Ukraine.
remember if it's Ukraine or Russia, but I know it's somewhere on that side, somewhere in the cold parts of the world.
Then it had
Huh?
For the split and European.
No, this was after this.
After, yeah. It was done separate.
It was done separately. No, sorry, this was after the joint association. I believe so, yeah.
So now nobody could go there because just recently somebody tried to go on down.
No, they could go in on. They could go in on, but they have a timer. So you have to wear the radiation suit and even when you wear the suit, they can't stay long. But there are certain places you have to make sure you have the radar.
So
So strong your cargo is still now.
Yeah. I know that places they are going to be able to go. Because only about 5-6 years ago, I started to go back in Hiroshima.
Yeah, so it's Ukraine. Yeah, Ukraine after, I know that.
It's meant to say destroy them, that destroy the earth.
Yeah.
The radiation will help the earth.
No, yeah, like even
And it don't dissipate.
like, you know, I like my little fishing and thing now, but that is fella, Jeremy Wade. He went to do a particular series in Chernobyl where they could go on the outskirts and your body could take a little bit of the radiation. It can't take too much, but it could tilt, it's not so strong now. And like he was catching the fish and they was showing how burned on these places and how the place look at it now.
Your phone, a microwave.
Yeah.
There is about as much radiation as it could
They
probably
can
take, and they
take
still
it.
tell you do not stand in front of
Yeah.
it.
Those stick with your
Phone next day and
That's it.
then
Like yeah, and I think like alright, so if you want to watch the after effects of how a nuke might think Hiroshima,
yeah.
you know, how they only thing it well there was after that the grass had to grow.
Cockroaches the only thing that can survive.
I don't know, I think no birds now it's things that come back in.
That's what I'm saying.
And still, even if you see the grass from there,
You might
Still
get
digging.
sick because the soil is still poison.
faucet
The radiation don't dissipate, so
imagine how America will not be.
There's something called if an all-out nuclear war break out, it will have something called a nuclear winter. And with the ash,
Yeah, I know you're talking about
the ash stay in the
yeah,
atmosphere and block out the sun.
yeah,
And that'll take about 70 years or something. So
Like the day after tomorrow had that kind of effect. If you watch a movie, the day after tomorrow,
yeah.
and
And
it
says
show
about
like
70
that no
years
sun, it was
before it
just
starts to
dark.
clear. 70 years before
yeah.
that started
Yeah, see the
clear.
ash and thing in the sky like you know what show you that too? Like, I don't know if you remember
No. Maybe after more is the road.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. So like,
this show show you that with the bombs after those transformers when they went to Ukraine, and they show you that the radiation cloud and showing the ashes coming down. They show you a piece in that, but well, there are plenty of shows show you that. But transformers had a piece in that they show you like the thing, so they had also on the suit kind of thing. So they just show you about destruction.
They wanted to use a nuke to defeat some big robot.
Nah. This was when they went to get something else. But this is to show you how destructive nuclear capability is. But
Yeah.
even that, we talking about it didn't even set off. That just things coming up from the chemicals they use and stuff.
so you want to know America will not be. You understand? Now I say would have been none like it, and they would not be none like it
After.
afterwards.
In 2nd Ezra 16 and 1. It says, woe be unto the Babylon and Asia, woe be unto the Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
And so let's talk about that plague, like in Zechariah, when it said the eye shall consume away in their heads,
Yeah.
and the tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Yeah, it's Zachariah, yeah. And that like we said before, that we just use the Terminator piece as like the main image of that.
Yeah.
That was a good depiction of it now, but like when you get a hold on
When
it.
you hold on the fence, yeah.
And still the fact bones remain in there.
Yeah, it's still like, but that basically was just to show you the aesthetic of how it go be a burner with that flesh from
So
it
you can fathom it, verse 6, it says, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble when it had begun to burn. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
And we know those missiles designed so that once it's shot, that is it. If you have something to intercept it, if you're lucky enough, cool.
If you're
But
lucky.
you understand?
If
But
you're
other than that,
Yeah, I don't know nobody or anything to intercept.
No, but they'll put it tell them no matter what the
What they
setup,
do.
no matter what it is a setup, right? For example, they have the radar.
No,
Because
they
you
do,
don't
they
stop.
can tell it
They
coming,
can do it
but
coming.
they just
No,
have to stop. They can't stop.
No, they have
The Iron Dome can't
they
stop.
have like the Iron Dome, like them stuff. They work with sub missiles, right?
Right, but not
they
that
have,
kind.
huh?
Not that
No,
one, not that
America
set.
have. They
Right,
can't stop
right.
it. Right. Understand what I'm gonna say?
Yeah, right.
They said they have something that could stop it, right? This is what I'm going to tell you here. So that means they have something way more capable than the Iron Dome.
Yeah.
The problem is this: Russia going beyond that. Russia tell them it doesn't have nothing
That could
that could
stop
stop it. So they believe in American mind because of the pride. They believe they could
They
stop
don't
it.
work.
You understand? Now watch the next one here.
That's
See?
that was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Russia, I'm a PS.
Yeah.
Well,
Now,
how we gonna let next man say he got the biggest stick?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah, that's-
life we have to like nobody can know he got the biggest stick.
Well, that's what I did there. Because
Because
that's the reason why.
Don't
That's the
let me
reason.
go.
That's the reason
You know what
why.
you want.
That's the reason why Putin continually come out to say it have nothing no other country could do to stop him. You understand? Because Americans come and boast about the defense. They just say that they have the best defense in the world, right? But as Putin has come to say it have nothing all they could do. What we have, Putin tell them what we have. They train only 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes. Or quicker, right? Yeah. Putin tell them in 15 minutes. The man, he show them that he sent out that intercontinental missile.
Yeah,
He make it fly across the Middle East and then make a turn back and come back. Right? He was just showing his strength now, but and tell them all they want. Oh, that is to show you. Remember, he make a deal. That is to show you the difference between Russia and America. He made a deal with, I believe it's the ICC, that he would not kill Zelensky. Right? That is the only reason why
Who's that? I think
Ukraine. That's the only reason why they're still in thing. Yeah, well, we know it's in law. That's making a thing, right? But he said that he wouldn't do it. He had pictures where he could have bomb up. One time he said, the deal was he wouldn't do it because he didn't want to take the war. He wanted Ukraine come into lines with their thing, right? So America just perpetuate the fact Russia losing the war. When they go into the depths of it, Russia just hold him back. The man didn't even use the missiles. Like when he finally used the missile here, it wanted to be a weeks of talk because it was the first ever of that missile to ever be shot from anybody else. You know, you go on watch a video. I always say that the missile looks so decent. It bring on the clouds with the effects. The clouds it really come on with it. It pull it on. So you see, and
you see a light falling, and white, like a white light falling with smoke behind it. That was the cloud coming on.
Remember, Neo the flap in the sky and make it turn and
yeah, come back.
pull all the clouds down with him.
Yeah, this one did pull it on, so that we do was just showing the power. And he come out to say that, oh, that is not even what it is. That is just a alpha. So they beat it, alpha is before.
Alpha,
He come and tell him, he say that is the alpha. You understand? This is the specs of what it is.
Yeah, the prototype.
Yeah, this is the prototype. What we have, what we don't have.
You sure about
You
that?
understand? It needs to talk. NATO come out to say that Russia using new capabilities and all that kind of thing. That is showing the power of Russia.
And do them something.
Yeah.
They don't like that, do them something.
Like remember when the ICC was going to put an order to lock up and Putin,
Yeah.
and American government say, yes, he deserves to get locked up, and the next man tell him, well, you go and lock him up. Why you go? Why you go? We lock him up. Why you ain't go? Yeah. Why you go? You the man tell him that. He say, why you ain't go? You want him lock up in there. You gonna lock him up.
The South African president say I will welcome Putin
Yeah,
anytime.
open
The
him.
man say I will personally drive my car and pick him up.
Yeah.
He said I'm driver.
He
I
say-
win.
He
That
say,
is the man.
Yeah,
He
he
say-
said, man.
He over America.
yeah, because remember the BRICS.
Yeah,
They
they want
bricks.
bricks.
You
Man
understand?
say anytime Putin lands in South America, I will personally drive and pick him up personally.
And that is what he did.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to lock him up around that time.
in South Africa.
In South Africa, and the South Africa was like,
And he was like, man, they're going mad.
They're
They're
mad.
coming here and lock you up.
That's
crazy.
You like somewhere else.
you see the guy, yeah?
Man, I like some flicker right now. On point.
Point, bricks.
I think all the allies look like capable. All,
Well,
Yeah, because
if
you're
not all.
doing, because you're doing trade with them.
If you're doing
he's
trade,
strengthening them.
he giving them weapons,
Yeah,
right?
he's strengthening
But also, you don't forget the underdog who did not mention in the mix. Now we know the power is Russia, right?
Yeah.
But the man in the midst there is China. Because what China doing? China working for China. China is working. Yeah, China is working for Russia.
Yeah, I know them. That
China well done. China well done.
Well, and then what China doing is like they're connecting all the BRICS countries to them. So Iran and them places are
So
building big roads.
them come like
He's
in
the ambassador.
Yeah.
What's the word? You know how Washington is defense,
Yeah.
is Britain is finance,
Britain is
Vatican
finance.
is religion.
Yeah.
That's what it come like. So it come like China is the is the finance now. But
So
same way how America was, how Esau, how you set up the same way how them have it set it up. On
Russia
that
is
side.
defense.
Russia is defense, China is finance, and well, I know who religion is here.
thing, but But
So
it show you the strength that Russia and China and them,
Yeah.
Russia are having because they just like Putin is the man taking the full blunt, he taking all the media attention, and he's like, alright, go ahead, put sanctions. The man come on and tell him, put one more sanction. If they sanction him, he said no, put one more. And when they do put the sanction, he come back in and tell him, alright, I sanction all the $5 gazillion trillion. He just do it for wickedness, what we do.
And you need power to do it.
And you pour the do it, 'cause you know why? They're gonna come where they get gas.
They say
Yeah,
when they sanction them, that when they realize that they lock up
Yeah, they lock up the gas
Britain or
something, yeah.
something.
And that when they do
America
this,
sanction it, and Britain say, oh, where we got
yeah,
the
Britain
gas
tell him,
He said, oh, it's his side and
Yeah.
Europe we just get gas from. How that
Britain
working?
say,
But America like children.
Britain, yeah, well, they kind like children, yeah, kind.
Can't get what they want, yeah.
Yeah. We don't feel that nobody can.
There was China, Russia, and some other country with the other meeting here, they were the BRICS. And they was like, they were talking about the sanctions. And they were talking about how unjust the sanctions go. But remember, the scripture, that they prophecy, because the scripture say, a man had ruled the nations in anger. You understand how brutally deal with the nations? Like that sanction is like torment. You understand? You see what sanctions do to that country, right? And
So
China
yeah,
tell them, well, we go show that the sanctions mean nothing. It means nothing. We have the capability now to show that hey, sanctions, because that's what they do.
You don't need all that.
We don't need all that. And that's
industry.
yeah, because that's what remember the sanction China.
Long time.
China need sanctions how much
No.
and they're moving like
Since the first Trump administration, I think,
Yeah.
they make America great
before that
again.
before that I
When he
believe
say
too.
he go and take all the jobs from China or
Yeah.
the factory thing and bring it back home.
And he couldn't do it.
Yeah. How we gonna do that?
And you know what China do them this week? Some back and all happened with China was showing the power. Tell them America thing. And China come on. Anymore something America say the night and China in the morning say alright. Or they get banned from this material. All the materials America need to make phone, bombs and missiles. Chips. Banned from all. See all they banned from that.
Chip minerals, yeah.
So right now it's a debate now.
How we gonna get
How they going to get it back because what they're trying to do is trying to blame Biden administration. So they're trying to say that when Trump come in power, he go bring it back now. You understand? Because he need it. So China show them alright. In the night when they were talking that big talk, well, we could wait till in the morning.
As all you gear up and as soon as they say yeah, but we accomplish that election good.
Yeah.
Hold that.
I remember reading the comments and some Americans was bowling. Man, well, what is really going on with this place, right? He talked like a jack. He said, what really going on with this place? He said, well, so then how we going to make this stuff? Because people already seen it. But I just show you that, again, it goes to what we say, fall of a kingdom. They're still trying to show the power, but the power dimension.
Yeah.
Not
They
encrypted.
don't
Yeah.
hold the weight they used to hold.
Yeah. And when you see the thing about is this, but they're realizing that now they're going to do it by what? By force.
That's how we become.
They say when the devil come down, it's really bad because he has
You know, but a short time, they know they see in that short time. Because all the elites talking about the downfall of America right now. They calling it the second Rome, which we know Rome fall. And we know this is just Rome all over again, right? So it gonna fall. So they're seeing the fall of it. Right? So they're talking about, so they're seeing about they want to bring more harder stuff. That's the reason why you're seeing the economy changing. They're rushing to bring AI and chip and so forth. They're doing it because they're seeing where that power growing up by nations that would have never want to step up to them. You know, it's like, what? Get the fuck out from here now. Yeah, so you know what South Africa when I talk American man tell them, yo, where going on? We don't want that Batty boy business here. America tell them what we gotta do. You say, well, go ahead. South Africa tell them go ahead.
Yeah,
That
they
same
know
week,
the big guns.
yeah,
I
that
heard
same
about
week, you know what he do? He went straight to Putin
Yeah.
and make a straight allegiance with them. Well, they was BRICS now. They was BRICS since the beginning, but he make a stronger pact with them. That now Putin and China inside. Yeah, some minerals, all them stuff going to them.
Yes, that was that same week
Yeah.
when they sanctioned them for the no LGBT.
Yeah, the big thing, yeah.
Because he and also I say we don't want to.
We don't want to, yeah. Let's see if we close. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Let's read about two more verses.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 10. He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Verse 14, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. That's it.
That show that they say what shot of mighty archer, the same shot will return again. We didn't read that earlier and our next
Yeah,
also. So you see it repeated in the same place, you know?
And you think about this, exactly. That's the reason why the scriptures use the ICBMs or the bombs like a arrow, because
Where the design come from?
Yeah.
I think the design was originated
from that is why they shoot it off a thing, an arch. So it's like an arrow, right? But that is to show you perfect that those things
Yeah,
on the line.
that was from the, that's what they take from the ancient days and all.
But I say from from this side, I might shoot that bow. From this side of the world, when after some reason that you might say that is normal, that is a normal bow, but it's not a normal bow now.
A man can shoot to the end of
To the earth.
without
Yeah.
a bow arrow.
Right? And I say nobody could turn it back because who could turn back and say when shoot? It's a reason why they don't press it just so.
The design that way.
You know, it's a reason why they lock up a thing.
When you
Because once
press
it once
that,
it's
yeah.
gone,
Have a hole in
it's
it.
gone.
Once they make a design
Who
that
can turn back a regular?
Nobody
Who can turn back a regular arrow after you get shoot?
can turn it back when it
Not
shoots.
even a normal arrow when it like, oh, you could run and catch it and spin it around and no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that movie thing, you cannot do that in your life. Imagine for something powered, something high-tech powered, reaching from umpteen million miles away to here in 15 minutes.
That's why we
But that's longer from Arima to Port
Yeah,
Spain.
can.
You even reaching to work before you're there. You ain't getting to clock in.
Arima to Tongue is like
It's
half an hour.
45 minutes.
45
45. It's half an hour from where I live.
To Tongue, yeah.
You understand? Arima to Port Spain is 45 minutes. I travel that most of my life. So before they reach Curie up to stop off for the balls, you ain't a chance to eat that chocolate. But you're
You're going to pay the driver.
you
Yeah,
just
you
want to see
move.
this big white like flash, and after that it's seconds and all.
And
Don't feel you have a time to stand up and say, I get black. No,
I don't know if
it's
it was
seconds.
Nancy
Blind,
Massacre or not.
deaf, doom.
But
That's
it was
it. One after the next.
the heat of the blast itself was saying like it was over 1 million degrees or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah,
It
it's
will
like
melt
that,
everything.
yeah.
It will
like it was
literally
real.
melt everything.
You can imagine something like water is boiling at like
100 degrees Celsius.
Imagine something in temperature like 1 million degrees Fahrenheit.
Remember that is the elements don't get burned.
Yeah, and it wasn't just talking about like stone and things, like talking about like minerals.
Minerals and
talking
things,
about
yeah.
the blood, your flesh, your bone,
Everything.
It will incinerate it.
Everything
That's
will
why
just
it-
melt down.
not just
Because
like
heat-
as your brother say, glass and
everything,
stone.
every single thing.
He
Hold
just
everything.
break down metal.
Remember
Correct.
the anime? You ever watch Adam 7 Edison?
Yeah.
Remember Escanor was fighting this thing, and when he used the heat, it was so strong it jabbed the
Jabbed the leg.
Yeah.
The ball.
The ball. So
The cruel sun.
when they're doing a nuke, when you're watching videos of nuke, they always show you a ball like the sun in the middle of it, and they study the how hot it is, and they show you an example. That is basically but that's what I'm not talking about. That is how powerful that is. It melting the element, because it's a meltment soul and thing that way. That's how powerful that
You can stand close to him.
Yeah.
Stand above him. And that is show how destructive that power will be that will destroy America.
can.
Which is what we know that will come in time. And these people are not prepared for that.
That's right.
Anyway, with that, I give my praises on
And glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Mekakadash.
God belongs to the apostles and elders of great notion of well. Peace and blessings to the Achaemenid that push your sheep before God is here. We say, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.